ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that
I'm starting to realize that I'm getting older because I'm starting to like coleslaw. And I always thought old people ate coleslaw, but I understand now the coleslaw thing.
What do you do when your rice ain't rich? Soup it up with raised cooked soup. What do you do when your fish ain't flavorful? Soup it up with raised cooked soup. La la. Raised cooked soup. What do you do with a chicken and stew? Soup it up with raised cooked soup. Raised cooked soup. Let's eat.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
It's an Eagle Knievel rally. Far out! Wow!
Evel Knievel, sold separately or with the Evel Knievel stunt cycle from Ideal.
Bitch. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
Oh, right! To call you stupid would be an insult to stupid people!
Now, ain't this about the fanciest thing you ever seen?
It's nice to come home to the quality and comfort of a manufactured home.
Rumor has it Clark's Mobile Homes make you a good deal on one of these.
Check out the selection at Clark's Mobile Homes, Highway 15 North, Law.
Hi, I'm James Clark, Clark's Mobile Homes. We do it for a living, not a killing.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not...
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Fuck PowerPoint. There is no power in those points and no point in those presentations. We have been brainwashed into believing that PowerPoint gives us the power to express ourselves creatively. But the only power it has is to kill our souls. Fuck PowerPoint and fuck your Excel spreadsheet too. Those columns and rows represent the metal bars of the prison cell of your brain. Free yourself from the soul-killing software of Excel and PowerPoint and live a more meaningful existence. Fuck PowerPoint and fuck Excel.
Pornography, adultery, TV, soap operas, uppers, drunkenness, compulsive shopping.
Prick, Peter, cock, rod, dick, meat, ding dong, wand, wiener, tool, joint.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it!
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe. And that's what you're watching, folks. What's going on? Music. Steven Tyler comes to you. What's up, everybody? How you doing today? Yes, for those of you kind of checking in with me today, I did an early show yesterday. Sorry for those of you that didn't get the memo originally. I said it quickly at the prior show. I said that I was going to be out or do the show at a different time, but I failed to mention it later on in the show. So, welcome back. Welcome back for those of you that didn't know that I did an early show yesterday, and welcome everyone that's joining us today here on The Vibe. It's Thursday, folks. Come on, let's do it. I'm back in the saddle. So, see, what had happened was, let me take this from the backstage. What had happened is that I had a tooth that had a filling in it for many years, more than a decade or so, a wisdom tooth in the back of my mouth. And it lasted for a good long time. Like I said, more than a decade. And then about many months ago, the filling kind of gave out and it started slowly giving away on me. And then, yeah, and so I had a problem with it. I had to get the appointment. The only appointment I could get was during the show. So I shifted. I did 8 to 11 yesterday. So for those of you that joined us early yesterday, I hope you also can join us late again today, but I'm doing okay. I was supposed to go for just a consultation yesterday, and I was kind of half ready for this. So I went for it. They were like, this is just a, hey, let's check and see. Let's check the oil and all that and see what's going on inside of there. And then before you know it, I was half anticipating this. The doctor turns to me and he goes, so you ready to do this today? And I'm like, really? This is an option on a consultation? He goes, yep. I said, well, it's no time like the present. Let's get this motherfucker out of my head because I got a show to do. I ain't got no time to be missing shows and stuff like that. So I'm happy to be back doing what I love to do with you guys, and we're going to do it for the next 3 hours. I am your man, BF Buffalo Bobby Frame. This is the first of my 2 shows today. This is my 2-show day, Thursdays, because I do this show to get the early part of the day going, and I love doing this show, and I love seeing you all. But then tonight, y'all going to be killing it on replayables on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel. A lot of you guys know what we do over there. We drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. We watch fun videos. You guys spin the wheel, and we have to do whatever the wheel dictates, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So we'll be doing that 10 o'clock tonight. Shout out to the 18 people coming in now. I hope you hit like, share, subscribe wherever you're enjoying this show today. This is BF Live The Vibe, 318, 3 hours of positive vibes. I see somebody backstage. I don't have a camera, but I do have a guy backstage, and I've been seeing some messages going on about his health and stuff like that. So I'm going to bring him in, see if he's able to talk or whatever. Let's see. I'll bring him in. It's our boy, the one and only, the Florida man. It's Andrew. Oh, Mr. Camera comes on right away. How are you doing, Andrew? You tricked me, you bastard. How you doing, buddy?
As soon as you said my camera was off, I was like, oh, shit.
Well, damn, I see nothing going on, no signs of life. Hey, Andrew, how you doing today on this Thursday, buddy? I saw some health stuff going around in our messenger. Whatever you care to share, buddy. You don't have to share all your business.
I was gonna go to the emergency room to get my pump filled, but change of plans.
Oh, your medicine pump that kind of continuously feeds you medicine?
Yes.
Okay, but you come up with another way? You come up with another solution?
We
did.
have a doctor who can fill it, but the problem is it's not covered with insurance. So once again, Grandma has to pay for it.
That sucks, man. I'm so sorry that's happened. I hope you can get yourself in that healthcare system the way you need to be soon there, my friend Andrew the Giant. Well, I'm
getting sick and tired of this shit for my grandma.
Absolutely. I feel empathy for her too, because I know that it's hard to take care of yourself, much less take care of someone else, and then no one needs to make it more difficult for you. So yeah, I do have definitely a sense of empathy for you and your grandma, buddy, and we all do. But I hope that stuff gets straightened out sooner, buddy.
He's paying upwards of $6,000
Oh my
to
God.
care for me.
Oh my God. Yeah. And that's been the risk and the issue getting you there. Well, we got to get it. We got to get you in the system soon, Andrew. So that burden. Yeah.
I have some things to discuss. It's kind of politics, but kind of sports related.
About
The travel ban that Trump is imposing.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to affect sports?
Yes.
What sport do you see that it affecting right away?
Baseball.
Baseball?
Because Venezuelan and Cuban people are going to be banned from traveling to the U.S.
Okay. We'll have to see if that sticks or happens, or if it has an effect on sports, Andrew. So there you go, Andrew, geopolitical sportsman. It's Andrew the Giant. He don't need pants or clothes to be geopolitical. Well, I'm glad you're here today, Andrew, because when I first saw you in our chat, in our the no filter chat, and you said emergency room, I was thinking that you were having like an actual live healthcare issue at the time, buddy. But it was just you were in an emergency situation trying to get your pump filled, right?
Yeah, because if I was at the place,
yes,
the pump refill date is going to be tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So you're that close to your pump refill for your regular medicine. Well, I'm glad that you found a short-term solution. I'm sorry that it's an extra burden on your grandma.
And we finally got the papers to. I finally signed the papers to get into the facility.
Fuck yeah. Okay. We'll take that as a little good news, Andrew. We need a little good news today. So I can see, and that's why I do have empathy for your grandmother or anyone going through this. They shouldn't make it so hard to take care of people, but at least you said you're signed in and you might be getting a place soon, huh? Got a place?
Yep.
All right.
And
we'll keep our fingers crossed that they don't undo that by the next time I talk to you, Andrew.
I hate bringing politics into this,
but you'll do it anyway. Go ahead.
It's because of what Trump is doing to the government with
You think so? Well, I think you would be having these problems no matter who's running the government there, Andrew, because nobody likes giving out something for nothing. So they fight it all the way, no matter who's there. They want to make you want to prove that you're a citizen of Florida and get what you need to get. Well, I hope you get straight soon, buddy. But we're here for our Thursday. You ready to have a Thursday with me, my friend?
That took so long, boys.
No, that's okay. We started out with a little health report because look, we're all busted up. I got my tooth issue. I'm telling my little health story. You're telling your little health story. But now let's get on with our day and have fun. Why don't you say hello to everyone checking in on your channels, Andrew the Giant 96 and Facebook.
Hi guys, this is BF5 Vibe. Please give this man a subscribe and like. This show in the more early afternoon,
Well, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. I'll accept any new friends. I love making new friends. Anybody that wants to be a new friend of mine over from Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Let's show them what we do, Andrew.
One more thing.
One more thing.
You know what Epcot is?
Yeah.
In Disney World?
Yes.
The facility is planning a trip to Epcot and
really?
Movies.
Fuck yeah. Oh, Andrew, I hope you get in on that, man. That's great. I hope that you get in a facility where part of what they do is take you guys on regular trips to the Florida parks. I need to see me some Andrew and Disney. I need those two things to come together. And I told you that I would love to be down there if I could ever coordinate it to where my park trips would coordinate it on a day where you were going or we could go together. That would be the most awesome thing, man. That would be a lot of fun. Well, I can't wait to see some video of Andrew at Epcot.
I'm going to
Experimental Prototypical City of Tomorrow, Epcot. That's the acronym.
I'm going to see if they're going to allow me to film some of it for the YouTube
Well, I mean, a lot of people take own video. You know, when I go there, Andrew, I take video of rides and stuff like that. I mean, you can't take things like, you can't go in like the Star Wars stuff in restricted areas and like videotape their copyrighted stuff. But as far as your experience at the park, you're totally free to film all that, buddy. So just your joy of going around the park and having fun.
If the group home, if the facility would be okay.
Well, we'll figure out all the logistics or the legalities of what you can show and what you can't show when the time comes up there, Andrew. I need to see me some Andrew at Disney, and I need to do a chat family check-in, buddy, because we're coming up on 77, it's driving up to almost 100 chats coming in. What do you say we do the opening chat family check-in, bro? You ready? Hey, and what, tonight's No Filter Thursday, correct?
I'm ready. Vinny.
No Filter Vinny Thursday. That's right. Andrew the Giant is currently co-streaming my show on Andrew the Giant 96 channel. That's his big channel. His other little channel that's still bigger than mine is No Filter with Andrew and Friends. And it's Thursday. And he'll be doing his show at 7 o'clock tonight with Bobby, Nick, and Scott and all them. They're not backstage yet, but maybe they'll come along when they rub the sleep out of their eyes and they wake up from doing what they were doing last night. But I'm here today. I'm ready to start my first of my 2 shows hanging out with you all. So what do you say? I got the goggles on. I'm going to go over and run my element, Andrew, the opening chat family check-in for Thursday. BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 318. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's what we do here on The Vibe. Every day from 12 to 3 in the midday, you talk amongst yourselves, you talk with me, and positive vibes are created. And my boy Andrew here, of course. I'm going to start at the top by letting you know that my PayPal preset options are always pinned at the top of every chat. Pecan, my friend and co-host yesterday in the morning along with Andrew. This is a good opportunity to take the time to thank Pecan and to thank Andrew for coming in and hitting me up at the early time yesterday because I had to go to the dentist appointment. It was right in the middle of a normal show time. I did 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. East Coast time.
I got a little snoozy.
You know, bro, you get snoozy every show. I'm used to it by now. I've been doing shit for you so long, number one. But thank you for even thinking of me and joining me, turning your shit on, and jumping in and contributing. And my bro Pecan was my co-hostess with the mostest, Goonie Goo Goo. You be goners, Uncle Bunga, and what do you gonna on a Thursday? I am pleased and honored that Pecan sticks with his tradition of always following up with a $2 super chat saying, oh shit, we're doing it, we're having it, Tikal, or as I like to say, tickle, and we'll be saying that tonight on Replayables at 10 o'clock East. We're doing it. Whoop, if I turn the volume up, you'll hear it. Come on, sound clip, play. Oh, what? All right, we'll get back into why that is. Oh, there we go. Oh.
We're doing it.
There you go. I figured that shit out on the fly. Let's go. We're doing it, Andrew. Thank you, Pecan, brother, for that $2. Let's continue with the opening chat family check-in. Pecan is a member, and he supports me. And you can tell by using those emojis right there. Thank you, Pecan. Lynn Monger checks in on my channel saying hello to Pecan with fire. How are you, Pecan, from Lynn? Hey, well, hello. Well, hello. Good day to you, sir. I say to the fat pig, my friend, how you doing checking in? After last night's gaming stream on Perry Caravella Live, we'll have to go over Twitter X and check out the PCL feed and watch some videos of Perry playing video games last night on PCL Wednesday. Hoya, you Hoyas from the Wild Bill checking in. My friend Wild Bill checks it from the ATL. Wild Bill says, what are you gonna? Well, I got your gonna, man. But how about with this? Well, how about I hit you with a Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya?
You got the Hoya, even though you said no. Repent, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Repent, you sinners. Hey, you guys, says Lynn Monger. Mandy Diff, my friend, checks in. We were hanging out yesterday in the lounge with Bobby, Nick, Bobby Nick had a banging music show on Rumble yesterday. I told Mandy Diff that on my way home from my dental venture yesterday that I had Rumble playing in my vehicle and I had it playing through my system and all, and I was listening to Rumble. I was in the lounge in my vehicle hanging out with Mandy Diff. How you doing today, girlfriend? Lynn, Rev Bill, and Pecan from Mandy Diff. Mandy Diff, HIGH from the Reverend Wild Bill. I went to the dispensary today. The Reverend Wild Bill says Lynn Monger Hoya. Mandy Diff says throws the pig for the love for the fat pig. Lift off. We are lifting off, fat pig. Let's go, my friend. Yeah, Perry was in Perry form last night. We're going to check him out a little bit. Oh, shit, says the Reverend Wild Bill. He knows that means we're about to do it for 3 hours here on The Vibe. Mandy Diff supports me as a member, and she uses the armchair comic emojis. Having fun with those. Pecan checks in with Lynn Monger and says, Hoya, I'm good. How are you? Hey, Pecan, we're going to have to talk about, I saw that there was a crucial match in our No Filter community last night. David Bybee against Scott Fitzpatrick. And I was, Andrew, I was hoping the boys would be here so we can watch it and kind of do some play-by-play together. So I'll see how long I can wait before I want to show that, buddy.
I thought.
All right, well, don't give everything away. I know you like to talk and you like to give the whole thing. I just don't say anything right now. Pecan Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill checking in. Mandy Diff is cock soup. She loves that from the opening liftoff reel. Oscar Electric here. Mandy Diff. It's Oscar Electric. How you doing, Oscar Electric? Pecan gets the shout-out love from Oscar. The Reverend Wild Bill Hoya from our friend Pecan. The Reverend Wild Bill says Oscar Electric Hoya. Oscar shouts out Yo Bill and Yeehaw. Mandy Diff gets the love from our friend Pecan. Oscar Electric. It's Pecan. Takal. Mandy Diff checks in with Oscar Electric with all her emojis she has fun with. The Reverend Wild Bill checks in with a most generous $2 super chat from the ATL and says, just because I can. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you very much, the Reverend Wild Bill, for contributing to The Vibe. I appreciate your help. I got your PowerPoint right here, over here. There you go. I know some people really feel that one about the PowerPoint and the Excel spreadsheets and all, so that's why I included that in my liftoff reel. Good morning, boys, from Patrick Belmar checking in. How you doing, Patrick? It's good seeing you. Also in the chat last night of the gaming stream. Perry, it was gaming stream. What did we get 45 minutes into the show before it wasn't a gaming stream much anymore? We're going to get into that when we go over Twitter X and look at Perry. Hoya's from Space Nerd checking in. Hey, Space Nerd.
No!
Apologies. Nerd, that's right. I'll let you get the solo call. But Nerd, my apologies to you. You were one of the ones that I guess I only said it one time early during the previous show that I was going to do the early show. And Andrew, she was in the comments on the YouTube of my show yesterday saying, I did not approve of this time change, but I apologized and she understood. How you doing, Space Nerd? It's good to see you. Space Nerd says, good no, Reverend Wild Bill. Matt gives me the bones up. You got the wrench. You got the bones up. It's BF. And the Midweek Freaks hanging out on a Thursday. Matt, how you doing, buddy? Pecan is shouting out Andrew with Big Pimp Andrew. And you can utilize that Andrew emoji right here on The Vibe if you're a member. Space Nerd, what are you going to know from the Reverend Wild Bill? The Nightbots are running 100 Proof Podcasting Link. That's where we go to Rumble after 1 hour, and I mix in music. I'll do a DJ set, and when kind of songs come up spontaneously during the show, I'll mix them right into all the fun that we're doing. So join us when we do that 10 o'clock tonight. Pecan gets the nerd call and the Hoya for the nerd. Pecan gets the love from nerd. Andrew, yes.
Speaking of Rumble.
Uh-oh.
What would be a way to utilize my Rumble without getting redundant on YouTube?
Well, I think there's anything wrong with being redundant, Andrew, because I'm being redundant in a sense today, and that you can watch BF Live The Vibe, this show right now that you're watching and or listening to on YouTube, the unnecessary S, YouTube, on Rumble, it's on my Rumble, and it's also on my personal Facebook, Andrew, and I see it's also on Andrew the Giant 96 and on Andrew Wheezy on Facebook. So there you go. And any way you can get it out there, brother, they're all good. Matt gets the Hoya from Reverend Wild Bill. Hoya Mandy from Space Nerd. Falk yeah, Andrew, it's the hashtag pimp of the nation, says Matt. Matt gets bones up acknowledgement from Pecan. The Vibe is happening, acknowledges our friend Pat Pig. Mandy Diff gets the love from Matt. Hoya Matt from the Space Nerd. Good morning, BF Live, and I say good morning to you, nerd. Matt says, Pecan, bones up. Thanks for coming up on the stream last night. Hoya, the Reverend Wild Bill from Matt. Space Nerd says, I'm going to the dentist on Saturday. Ugh, not happy. Well, it was funny, Nerd, and I think I touched on this quickly at the beginning of the show, but this was literally supposed to be a consultation. Went to the dentist many months ago. They said, oh, you got to get that tooth looked at by a surgeon, an oral surgeon. And then I got two appointments were canceled. So I'm like, every time I motivated myself to go, they kept pulling the rug out from under me. So then I finally get an appointment yesterday, consultation only. And I go in there and they go, well, so you're ready to do this today? So I fucking got it done. I told him no time like the president. But best wishes on your trip coming up this Saturday, Nerd. Hoya Space Nerd from our friend Matt. Fat Pig says, if you have the notifications on, it's no problemo. The Reverend Wild Bill says to Fat Pig Hoya. And that's a point thing of whatever shows you watch, you want to check those notifications or all or whatever when the shows are coming on. You can do that for your favorite YouTubers. The Reverend Wild Bill says the Fat Pig Hoya. Pecan says, Matt, you're welcome. Thanks for having me, bro. Space Nerd says the Fat Pig, it was 5 a.m. for me. That is a problem. Matt says, wait, the dentist checked your oil? So to speak, Hey, BF. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Checking in on BF Live, the Live channel. Wild Bill, tickle from the Fat Pig. Tickle get right back from the Wild Bill. Space Nerd gets the tickle from the Fat Pig, and Space Nerd gives out the tickle. Florida Man acknowledges Lynn Munger. Get a lawyer, Andrew. Terry Nee keeps advising you. We're going to have a story in the Not So Serious News compliments of Terry Nee. Thank you for sending that story to me there earlier, Terry Nee. Space Nerd says Terry Nee is correct. A lawyer might be the best way to go. They can navigate all this stuff for you, maybe a little faster rather than, there might be some wisdom to that. Rather than paying for every little transaction or medicine, maybe paying for a lawyer would expedite them and maybe reduce some of these costs altogether. Something to consider. Terry Nee took out from Pecan. Docs, he told the world, says Matt. No, says Space Nerd. Matt is laughing. Terry Nee, happy birthday, sir, from the Reverend Wild Bill. Oh my God, it's John Travolta checking in and says, how does Andrew need his pump filled? John Travolta wants to fill your pump. I'd avoid that one. Terry Nee says, the Reverend Wild Bill, thank you. The night bots are running all of our friends' bots. That one right there has all of Andrew's links in it. It has his Cash App, his PayPal, his link tree.
As long as you finish inside, I'm okay with it.
Whoa, it's getting creepy here. MSIP, Mike's shitty internet provider, checks in and says, Andrew's single testicle looks like Epcot Center. Somebody told me. Oh, my God. Where is that? Oh, here it is.
I only have one testicle.
And he calls it Epcot. How you doing, MSIP? Mike's shitty internet provider, man. Good to see you here on a Thursday, my friend. Let's keep the fun rolling. Andy Diff checks in and says, cool, Andrew. The Reverend Wild Bill says, our blacker friend wants to go with Andrew so he can skip the line with the fast pass. Well, I'm not going to deny any benefit. I'll sit on it. I've got no shame in my game, Wild Bill. I'll sit on Andrew's lap. I'll be like, I'm with him. I'm with the sucker. And it's funny you say that because Andrew just got an image of me sitting on his lap going through Disney World. So, yeah. Hey, ain't no shame in my game there, Wild Bill. If Andrew's my legit friend, it's funny. We should just friend like strange people at the park and kind of jump on that. Let me see. Pecan shouts out John Travolta and Vinny Barbarino. Minus checking in from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. And he says, Mr. President. Welcome to the Vibe. Minus checking in from the Andrew the Giant channel. You're watching the Vibe. Mike Shitty and a provider. Hey, stranger from the Rem Wild Bill. Bobby BF or of Andrew. Wait a minute. It's BF of Andrew. BF of Andrew. How you doing there, Minus? MSIP gets acknowledgement in the Hoya brother. MSIP says, the Reverend Wild Bill, I'm always here, man. I just can't type during the busy season. Well, I appreciate knowing that, MSIP. We'll keep your ear holes entertained, even if you can't chat. I'm glad you're lurking. The busy season? Says Space Nerd. MSIP says, Pecan, it was nice seeing you yesterday, man. Widow Killer says, I need to see Andrew with my boy Deadpool.
I would love that.
Pecan says, welcome for having him co-host with me anytime, brother. He says, Space Nerd's having fun with that. MSIP says, yes, it gets extremely busy during the summer and the fall. MSIP says, Mandy Diff gets love from our friend from MSIP. Cassie Stump checks in from Andrew the Giant 96 channel and says, hi. Hello, Cassie.
Hi, Cassie.
You're watching Andrew doing my show and co-streaming on his channel. This is The Vibe. Hoya says, my friend Space Nerd. MSIP, do you get to be outside during this time? Well, we got Game Over checking in, coming on Cassie Stump, having fun with emojis there on Andrew the Giant 96 channel. MSIP, yes, I'm always outside in dirt and the mud. It's part of a mechanic trade. Widow Killer says that was such a great match. I hope there's a rematch soon. I really want to watch that because I didn't see the match, Andrew, so don't give away the ending yet. Perry's Gay Man stream. What, Perry's Gay Man stream?
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't say it. Widow Killer said it. Oh, no, gaming, not gay men stream, gaming stream. But there was probably gay men involved, as you know, Widow Killer. Space Nerd shouts out, MSIP says, getting dirty. I love it. And to that I say, yeah. Widow Killer gets love and a Hoya from Pecan. As we're nearing the end of the chat family check-in. Space Nerd says, I didn't hear it, BF. Funny. Did anyone notice the great refereeing last night? Oh, was he? Somebody must have been a guest referee. I really need to see this match. I really do. Can I get a gay man? Gay man. Hold up, Perry. Can you get a gay man?
Shut the fuck up.
You can get a gay man. You can't get a gay man, but I can definitely give you a Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
I'm reading the messages now on the chat. We're going to get down to the end of it. I got some more people checking in. Hoya says, J.A. checking in. It's your brain on drugs. It's not the fun type of dirt you're referring to. Oh, yeah, they're having fun. They're talking dirty. They're talking shit double entendres. I'll mud wrestle you, MSIP, says Space Nerd. Hoya family from Tits McGee in the place to be. This is the vibe. How you doing, Tits? Yo, P-Cunt from J.A. P-Cunt shouts out Tits McGee with the Hoya. I'll let you win, Space Nerd, if you want to go play like that. You want to play hard? I like to play hard. I like it hard. Let's see. Mandy Div gives McGee and J.A. the love. Noise, says the nerd. Hey, Mandy from J.A. Widow Killer says, BF, did you check out the news reports I posted in the Discord about the escaped zebra in Tennessee? Well, you know what? I think I did this report just yesterday, Widow Killer. We had the video of him, and I likened it to like Perry. I said he must have ran right out of Reseda Boulevard and ran through these communities, and yeah, he's on the highway. Now I think if we're talking about the same story, I think he is still on the loose, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I saw an update on this that said he was still on the loose there. But thank you. I appreciate that report there, Widow Killer. Perry, he had a zoo in his hallway for a while. Are Andrew's teeth healthy? Let's get an Andrew's teeth report since we got my teeth report. How's your teeth doing there, Andrew? Pretty good. Look, Andrew's always got that killer ass smile. Guy's got extra sunshine on it. He's got extra sunshine on that smile. Widow Killer getting the love from Mandy Diff with emojis. Good morning, says Wavy G in the place to be. This is the vibe. How you doing, Wavy G? Hanging out with my boy Andrew here. Wavy G Hoya from Pecan. And reduce the headache to get this done. Hit the like, ask Mandy Diff, if you could, wherever you're enjoying BF Live The Vibe right now. If you could hit that like, that's absolutely free. It helps us out a lot. But Andrew's getting the good laughs from MSIP, and he extends good morning to me. Thank you, MSIP. J.A. hits me with the most generous $2 super chat. I know what he wants. They shifted on me. You know what? He wants this one. No, he wants. Damn it. All my things shift on me. Where is? Come on. I got it for you. It's do. I got a couple of them. The angel. Come on. Here it is. This is the one he wants. Thank you, Jay, for the 2. Thank you, J.A., for helping the vibe. There's the Nightbots running. Epcot is the best ball in the world, says Wavy G.
I only have one testicle.
And it's got a new name. It's called Epcot now. I like that. That's a great name for that. B.O. Spawn checks in and says, BF and Andrew and everyone in chat, Hoya from our bro Spawn. He loves hanging out in the lounge. How you doing, Spawn? Space Chief 75 checks in, Andrew. Oh, shit. Good morning, everybody. I'm out in the real world, and my phone may die, but I'll hang on as long as I can. Well, I hope you hang on just long enough do this on a Thursday, because I don't think we might have played it on your birthday. So let's play it again. Let me go to my folder and find it. Where is it? It's in that content. I click on this. I double click, and then I pause it, and then I screen share it. And we're going to set a vibe here today, folks, because it is Thursday. This is just the first of my 2 shows with you. I'm hanging out with my great friend, Andrew the Giant, the Florida man, and I'm going to play Space Chief 75 Jam so we can set a vibe today and support our brother. Celebrating his birthday all week. He's got off of celebrating his birthday, the Chief, many more. Check out all this cool artwork. Maybe when he comes home, he'll draw something for you. All one of a kinds, no AI. You got a show, you got a family event coming up, you want some tattoo art, you hit him up on Twitter X. He's Space Chief 75. We're just getting started, folks. This is the beginning of our Thursday. Hanging out with Florida man Andrew. Ball gets to Hoya from Pecan. Hey Chief from JA checking in. Space Chief gets acknowledged by Pecan while we enjoy his jam. Terry Need produced. That's our brother, our bird-watching brother. Doing the damn thing out there in the real world. Thank you, Space Chief 75, for checking in. Hoya Spawn from Space Nerd. Andrew's lost testicle. A new chatter checks in. Andrew, look at this. The one you've been missing it. Hey there, you all. I've been looking for you there you are. I've been looking for you everywhere.
I only have one testicle.
And now they're going to be reunited, and I bet it's going to feel so good. Yeah. Spawn checks in with Mandy Diff with the holla. Space Nerd shouts out Space Chief 75.
Maybe
Space Nerd. Yes.
Maybe if I found you, I can come again.
Oh, wait a minute. He's actually talking to his other testicle, folks. He's actually talking to it. What am I going to do? You're gonna if you found it, you could come again, huh?
Yes.
That's my boy Andrew. We got to get them together.
I only have one testicle.
Oh yeah. All right, Andrew. Let's see. Let's continue on here with the vibe. Space Nerd gets the acknowledgement from Space Chief 75. Spawn shouts out to Space Nerd and says, "Good afternoon, dear." Mike Shitty Internet Provider says, "BF, have you been seeing that Space Chief 75 has a blue jay named Omar constantly harassing the other birds?" I have seen his bird. I've seen his birds flying, but I haven't seen his bird. Yes, I've seen his bird watching adventures on Twitter X because I follow Space Chief 75, and I did see the passing mention of Omar, but I didn't know he was constantly harassing the other birds. I'll have to watch more closely. But let's be Andrew. Let's see. Let's continue on, buddy. Omar is MSIP getting the shout out love from Space Chief 75. They looked really sweet, says FJM checking in, my regional friend. Space Chief 75 is getting laughs from MSIP. MSIP shouts out JA with 100%. Andrew's lost testicle says, "I finally made it. I made it finally." JA is laughing. FJM checks in and says, "Good afternoon, all. It's hot as hell out there. I'll let you know that, yes, we're kind of in the same region of the East Coast of the United States. It's currently mostly sunny and 84 degrees where I'm coming to you from, so I'm glad it's sunny." Corn checks in. Andrew, say hello to Corn. It's Corn. JA is throwing out the horns for the corns. Space Nerd says, "Our weekend will be hot, FJM, the calcified kid. Hoping it'll all be out on a boat this Sunday. On a boat this Sunday." What do I got here? Right here, I was going to show. I wasn't out on a boat, but Andrew, you just asked me the other day about the bridge that was knocked down where I live, because I live here in Maryland, where the Key Bridge got hit by the ship, right? You asked me about that.
Yep.
Well, come up in my memories today that I was out on the water apparently, and look, if you look right here, let's see, make it bigger. That's what she said. Way in the background, I took this picture on purpose, Andrew, because the Key Bridge is way back there. So I took this picture like 2 years ago before it was knocked down, buddy. I think that's as close as I can get to it. But that's it back there. Yeah. So that came up in my memories today. But yeah, that's it back there. But yeah, it was so cool But yeah, they still haven't built it, buddy. Like from here, the whole middle part is just gone and just the ramps leading up to it. But so yeah, so I was out on the water. But yeah, it's that time of the year to get out on the water if you have it available there, Space Nerd. Let's continue on here with the opening chat family check-in. Let's get on with some more fun. I see some pretty colors in here. FJM gets the Hoya from Pecan. Pecan gets Corndiff the Hoya. JFK Headshot checks in. It's been a few days since I've seen you in a chat there, JFK Headshot. I'm looking for your sound there because it's been a minute since I even seen you. Here we go. Where is it?
Headshot.
There it is. Is he okay with Microsoft Word? Fuck your Excel. Fuck your PowerPoints. There's no power to your points. Hey, what's up? FJM. Already in the pool, says my friend FJM. Well. Oh, look at here we go. Lucky, says Space Nerd. Thank you to BF, Terry Nee, and Andrew for the acknowledgement there from Space Chief 75. JFK Head Chunk, you get the Hoya from our friend Pecan. This reunion is going to be amazing with Andrew's lost testicle. MSIP so generous with five BF Live gifted memberships.
I only have one testicle.
Okay, we get it, Andrew. MSIP, thank you, my friend. Let's see who caught these. Thank you, man. I love doing this, and you giving out 5 memberships helped me to continue doing this and loving it. So my Stream Elements bot lets me know that SG Fanboy caught one of those. Carrie caught one of these memberships. Welcome, Carrie. Micah Hartnett. I know you, Micah. To my friend Bobby Nick. Dig It Up Brandon becomes a member here on the Vibe. That's 4 of them at least. Falk yeah says the nerd. Pecan shouts out Space Chief 75. I enjoy beats and visuals by Space Chief 75. Space Chief and Mr. Crow gets the acknowledgement from Mandy Diff. Thanks Spawn from Space Chief. Mandy Diff gets love from Space Chief as well as Pecan. Oscar Electric said, who did those drawings? The one and only Space Chief 75. Check him out on Twitter X, my friend. You want to see my Space Chief 75 artwork? It's right here. Let me find it. Go up to my elements right here. And I have Space Chief 75. There's my original art, bro. He did them for Shuley, and he did them for Replayables. He did them for Bob Levy, and then he made me. I was part of the crew because he'd come around and he did one for me, man. And I was honored that I have my own original Space Chief 75 shit right there. You got to hit him up on Twitter X if you want to commission your own shit. Well, we got some people checking out. I see some pretty colors and some generous people. MSIP says, Space Chief 75, I got to find a way to send you money directly. And whoever has the most XP on a certain day wins some of your shirts. That would be that's amazing. Well, I know that Space Chief 75 does have a TeePublic store. He does have Twitter, and I do believe that you can find his PayPal at least, well, through his Twitter X, if you really want to follow through with that. Thank you, MSIP, and I know you would because you've been generous with me. The Oscar Electric says, oh, my God, Andrew, my buddy. Craig has a single nut, left or right. Wait a minute. Oscar knows somebody else that has a nut buddy. You might have a nut buddy. Do you know which one you have?
Left.
If you had to guess.
Left.
He has the left, folks. He has the left. All right, well, there you go. It maybe has to mean the right kind of nut. Let's see. That's just an idea, says MSIP. That's a great fucking idea. Fuck yeah, Andrew, says Matt. As we're having fun getting through the chat family check-in. Mandy Diff says thunderstorms all day her way. Boo-hoo. Corn getting the love from Mandy Diff. MSIP shouts out Mandy Diff saying, I guess no fishing all day today. Spawn checks in with hang on. Spawn checks in with a most generous $2 super chat, and I just saw this. Thank you for the $2, Spawn. BF. The Ravens inked Rashad Bateman for a 3-year extension, Andrew. I just saw this breaking right before I started the show. What do you think about that, Rashad Bateman? Do a little sports.
Defense.
He's one of our wide receivers, Andrew, and we drafted him and he really took his time, but he really has come into his own. He's only really peaked in the last season and a half or so. But for the first season and a half, he was kind of flat, and they gave him a pretty big deal, like $36 million, 20 guaranteed or something like that.
What about Zay Flowers?
I'm not sure the status of Zay Flowers. He might still be playing under his rookie deal, I'm guessing. I don't know if they've re-upped him yet, but that's a guy they should definitely re-up. And that's a good point, Andrew. They probably should have re-upped Flowers, who's already kind of produced more than Bateman Flowers produced more early in his career than Bateman did. And yeah, I think he's more deserving. Great point, and that's why you're the Human Sports Ticker. Thanks, Spawn, for the $2 and the information. Chris Thompson, front new. I'm getting to know more. Hangs out in the Bobby Nick community, doing those Bobby Nick late night shows and hanging out with all those great people. Thank you for the $2. He says, good day, everyone. Thank you, Chris Thompson. I really appreciate your help. Continue me doing what I love to do. Nope, I'm working in it at 4:30, says Mandy Diff. She's got to go out and drive and deliver pizzas in the rain today for people that don't want to go out and get their own food. I know you're going to be extra busy on those rainy days, Mandy Diff, I bet. Chris Thompson, what's up, brother, from Pecan? Hey, Pecan, brother, right in return from Chris. Space Chief 75 says, MSIP, we can figure out something about the shirts. Wait a minute. Did you move Andrew's lost testicle? I think your other I can put you backstage for a second there, Andrew. I think his other one, he thinks that he's still in Wisconsin. He doesn't know that he moved to Florida. Don't tell Andrew's other testicle that he moved to Florida. I'm just going to let him have a little privacy while they take care of some personal stuff, and I'll bring him back in. Space Chief 75, yes, I'll DM you later. This weekend. You guys are awesome, man. This is what I love about this community. I never saw this coming. You guys are like working with me and helping me out and then working with each other, finding ways to give out like his shirts and do cool shit, man. You guys are awesome. You're welcome, Space Chief. Cool MSIP. The night bots are running. We're going to get through this. We're nearly at the bottom of the opening chat family check-in. I have a childhood friend who lost a nut in the 8th grade. He can still enjoy his wife like a boss, said Spawn. I don't know how he proved that to you, but I'll take all of your words for that. Like a boss. Spawn says Bateman had a nice campaign in 24. Good numbers for a run-heavy offense. I agree with that. My whole concern, Spawn, is that I don't know how much of that he has in him compared to his slow start, buddy. That's my only concern, but I'm sure it'll be all good. And I ain't getting none of the money anyway. I'll just watch it. Spawn gets the love from Mandy Diff. Mandy Diff gets it right back from Spawn. Money for me, says Mandy Diff. That's right. Money for you. If all those people don't want to go out in the rain today and go out and get their own dinner, they're like, honey, I don't feel like cooking nothing tonight, and it's raining out and I don't want to get nothing. Get Mandy to bring us a damn pizza, please. Nothing like the Chesapeake Bay broke my back up lower one right under the Bay Bridge, man. But you can't mess with that water. You know that water's serious. Let's see. Corndiff says, wait, Wisconsin is a real state? I've only ever heard about it. Yeah, well, we actually have at least one person that lived there. It was this guy. It was Andrew. I was just giving you a little privacy while you did your little exchange there with your grandma.
I had to sign some stuff real quick.
Hey, doing all your legal stuff. Duke of the Dog Divers, Chris Popke checks in and says, Hoya chatters, and good morning to everyone. Mandy Diff, thank you so much for your generous $2 contribution. I want a fish shirt, Space Chief 75. Uh-oh. Now the juices are flowing. She wants a Fish Incorporated kind of a Mandy Diff kind of fish design, Space Chief 75. You know what to do. As Eric the Midget used to say, you know what to do. Mandy Div, and I knew that she gave me $2. Thank you, girlfriend. I appreciate that. Andrew's lost testicle checks in and says, Florida, I missed my other half, so I'm a-coming. Uh-oh. You're going to get some sun on that new testicle when you go down in Florida there, guy. Spawn checks in and says, Corn Diff, just barely been a few Packers games. Town clears out like a ghost town on the Sundays. Mandy Diff checks follows it up with a most generous and colorful and fun 99-cent super sticker. Thank you, guys. Chris to the pop to the key from Pecan. Hola, everyone from Gimme Bezos checks in. There you go. Bobby Glasses on. You know what's up, Bobby Glasses on. It's serious. Gimme Bezos, Hoya from Pecan. Mandy Diff throws out the hooks. P to the cunt from the pop to the key. And no XP again, LMFA. Hey. I will let you know, Mandy Diff and everyone, that I found a place to submit input about if the XP program was going well or not, and I told them exactly what the issue was. I said myself and my viewers love the XP points, but the points aren't going up in real time, and if you want it to work, those points got to go up in real time, and I know it's really time. Oh my God, I love London Bridge. Pecan emojis used by Mandy Diff. Mandy, you're actually in 5th position, says MSIP, but you're all number 1 to me. Forget that XP system, but I appreciate you guys trying to make it work. And let's get on with the show, because that is actually the end of the opening chat family check-in. Now, on with the show.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst
Well, that's what we do here on The Vibe. Our show's a party in the midday, positive vibes. You talk amongst yourselves, you talk with me and Andrew and whoever might show up here, and we're going to create 3 hours of positive vibes today, Andrew. So the weather's, you always got the Florida weather, Andrew. Look at that sun coming in that window. No matter what's going on, Andrew always has that good.
89 degrees.
89. That's 84. I'm close to you, Andrew. But, we just had some weather blow through here, and then sometimes it picks up stuff when it blows through. Let's watch this. There's a man gets knocked over by a flying kite while filming the very same kite, a tent, not a kite, by a flying tent while filming it soaring through the air, Andrew. So he was like, wow, check this out, watch.
What the fuck is that?
Imagine filming something way up there and then you get hit by it, watch.
Tent.
Look, you came right for him, Andrew.
Get out of What the fuck is that?
That thing came right for him like a magnet.
Tent. Ain't no way. Get out of
All right. So, yeah, you got to watch that stuff. Shit flying in the air. It has been like windy winter and a windy, just windy since the winter it has been. Let's see. We got that. Pecan emojis are being utilized by Mandy Diff because she supports me as a member here on The Vibe. Mandy, you're actually in 5th position. We got that one. For real, it will update later. I told them that if they want it to be fun, it needs to update in real time and that people are discouraged when a super chat or obvious extra participation does not amount to extra points. So I did throw a little kind of comment, kind of complaint in there. So fingers crossed. Let's see if they can figure it out. Get some real time. Let's see, Mandy. I appreciate you trying. Nor the sticker worked. It says Mandy. Nor the like. But Electric Gino's here. Finders keepers on the new tent. Oh, that's my new greenhouse tent, bitch. It's mine. What's up, Electric Gino? Free tent. Also, Mandy Diff agrees with you. If a tent blows your way, it's yours to stay. Random garden, great, a random greenhouse incoming. That was my 10th moment. That was a 10th. Oh, wait a minute. I see what you did there. Oh my God, that was so funny. That was a tense moment. Get it, Matt? Get it, Andrew? Tense. Andrew's on schedule. That looked like a greenhouse tent. That it did, Matt, my friend. Electric Head Gino gets the love from Pecan. And we're going to do the not so serious news now. I got a few stories that we're going to talk about. I'm going to make my way over to my news desk. And me and Andrew and everybody in this great chat family are going to discuss them at length with the BF Live The Vibe not so serious news. Shout out, everybody. I'm in my news desk now. And welcome to the Vibe Not So Serious News. I know we can have fun with the news, and we're going to do it right now. Normally, we do the National Day calendar, and we might get to that probably later on. But I'm going to give you a jump on one of the national days, Andrew. You like some donuts, don't you? You got to love donuts. You're American.
Yep.
What kind of, do you have a favorite donut? You like eclairs? You like Boston cream? What do you like, buddy?
Cream is my favorite.
That's one of my jams too. A Boston cream or a nice eclair if you can get them. I'm saying the name's weird on purpose, Andrew. Even a good cake donut or whatever, chocolate covered. I like me some donuts. Well, for you and all the other donut lovers, I'll let you know, Andrew, that this Friday is going to be National Donut Day, but I'm letting you know a little early because it's tomorrow. National Donut Day 2025 gets free food at Dunkin' and Krispy Kreme and more. Now, Andrew, the reason I'm going to tell you about this is because I didn't know that this National Donut Day has a special story behind it. It says, National Donut Day, which comes around annually on the first Friday of June, isn't just promotional permission to partake in pastries. Wow, that's a lot of P's. The celebration has some historical heft, Andrew. So this Donut Day has history involved with it. Listen to this. The Salvation Army established National Donut Day in 1938 to honor the organization's donut lassies and donut girls, women who traveled to France during to serve donuts and other snacks to the soldiers during World War I. National Donut Day is a time to remember the lasting impact of a unique piece of history and to honor the heroic men and women who have served our country, said the Salvation Army National Commander. The Salvation Army will distribute donuts in several cities, and it says across the U.S. and have other events, including National Donut Day, a World Donut Eating Championship scheduled to be held at the National World War I Memorial in Washington, D.C., Andrew. So, Andrew, have you ever heard about donuts and World War being connected together, buddy? I never heard of that. Nope. But across the United States, if you want to partake in this, donut distributors, large and small, also participate in National Donut Day. Big names like Dunkin' and Krispy Kreme, which officially call them Donuts with a D-O-U-N-U-T-S at the end, it had two different spellings. They'll be giving away free donuts tomorrow on June 6th. So it says, yes, there's a free donut deal at Dunkin'. You just go and you get a classic Dunkin' donut with a purchase of a beverage. I think the same as a Krispy Kreme. So go and get your donut on, folks. Tomorrow, if you want a free donut, tomorrow, I gave you the jump on it. Tomorrow is National Donut Day. So we got a little head on the national calendar there, Andrew. Let's see, buddy. Let's see. Guys are talking about. I like to see what everybody's commenting about, and then we'll get on with the other. Oh, we got favorite donuts checking in. Let's go. Let's see. Desk is one of the best parts of the show. I'm glad you enjoyed this, Spawn. I appreciate you always saying that. Knocked out Andrew. I won't worry him. I won't worry him about dying today. Yeah. Yeah, Mandy, do. After you do this and you watch Andrew a couple of years, you realize he's not dying. He's just sleeping like Andrew. Just read wasn't all comments made. If I missed your comment, Space Chief just wants to acknowledge anyone that he didn't get personally on a comment. Popkey gets a shout out love from Space Nerd. Realize not red. Did I realize? Boston Cream says Pecan checking in with his donut. Heck yes, National Donut Day, says Nerd. Tomorrow, girl. So I gave you a warning. So now you can plot today, like how you're going to go. I'll wake up in the morning. I'll go get my beverage. I'll have to get my free damn donut because you can't fool me. I know it. No, we don't do that. We are not participating here. No, we do not participate. You go to the other one down the street. We don't do that shit. Fuck corporate. We don't do that shit. Let me see. Either cream-filled or strawberry iced. Our friend Spawn checks in with his favorite donut today. Hey, everybody, throw your favorite donut in the chat. Popkey gets love from Andy Diff. Space Nerd says the donut shop near me has the best apple fritters you have ever had. They make cherry, blueberry, banana so good. I love when if you have a good neighborhood bakery, Andrew, you get them big old those donuts that look like they're on steroids and stuff. I like some of them too. Some of the nice bakery donuts. Nerd getting the love back from Popkey. Time to remember the police. Time to remember the police. Do you remember the time? I don't have time to remember the police, but I got some.
I'm never eating food from that door again! Fuck you!
Space Nerd, who always told us she lives in the Pacific Northwest, says, I'm sad we don't have Dunkin' here. Well, the coffee is good, Nerd. We grew up with Dunkin', and it's changed because now they do this whole regional bakery thing where they cook them in a big bakery and then they supply them to all the stores. But when I was younger, literally the franchise model was every place had like a baker come out from the back with the dough on them 24/7. No matter what hour you went in there at night, there was somebody coming out from the back with fresh donuts with flour on their apron. I miss those days. But yeah, I just recently experienced Tim Hortons from Canada, so I feel your pain about not having these franchises in your area. Mandy gets a love from MSIP. Popkey says, ever had a maple bacon bar from Voodoo Donut, Space Nerd? They're yummy. We do have Voodoo Donut. It must be a franchise or something because I've heard of Voodoo Donuts. And yeah, they make all of these really like super like gourmet, elaborate donuts. Boutique or gourmet donuts, if you will. There you go, Popkey. That's a good check-in. I wonder if it's where the British term about hot women. Now, that's a taste crumpet comes from. Perhaps. Tea and crumpets. I sure have Popkey. I know you guys may think I'm weird, but I always love a good classic donut. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Moving on up. There ain't nothing wrong with that. We don't judge here. We might kid with you, but we don't judge here on the vibe. Terry Nee says, I used to ride my bike around looking for old car batteries. I'd get 75 cents. I'd buy eclairs. Still my favorite. Wow, I didn't know. I used to recycle bottles and cans, but I'm never down with that battery thing. But thank you for your story there, Terry Nee. And yes, I love a good eclair. Matter of fact, our local grocery store has a in-store bakery, and they make some nice, bigger sized, nice homemade more eclairs, bakery eclairs. So I'd enjoy those. I had to put a donut on my passenger back wheel last summer. That's a different kind of donut. Yeah, and we've all been there when you don't have enough to have that spare tire, and you have that one that's kind of bald. You know, that the least bald tire. Popke, I also like like Homer Simpson. Bezos getting the love from Mandy Diff. Space Chief says, I go to Dunkin' every morning like a addict. Yes. There you go. I enjoyed my Dunkin' out of my Keurig, but I do like going to Dunkin'. You can't go wrong at Voodoo Donut, says Popke. Space Chief is laughing. Popke, they have Pop-Tart Donut. Oh my God. They're talking about their favorite donut. This is what I like about the chat. Old-fashioned cake donuts are my favorite. You got a friend in me. Right there, Lynn. And Matt, he likes cake. Nerd. Gets a call from Lynn. Hoya, Lynn. We're getting through it. Matt, blueberry Coke. Oh, blueberry cake donuts. We don't have a Voodoo here. My local Vancouver favorite is Lucky's Donuts. I still did those butter. Oh, yes, good old Tasty Cake butterscotch crimpets. I don't know how many of you get them. The Philadelphia Regional Bakery around here that serves a lot of the surrounding states is Tasty Cake in this East Coast region. And we have they make an eclair and they make a great butterscotch crimpet, Spawn points out. MSIP says hemorrhoid donut pillow. Whatever floats your boat, buddy. Space Nerd gets those are good, says Matt 100%. BF Live almost got it, you donut. Oh, I almost got the joke. Donut Nook. Almost got it. Here we go. Lynn's asking. It's the Lynn check, Andrew.
Hi, Lynn. How are you?
I think there you go, Lynn. I think she wants to see a more energy, Andrew. We gotta get some more energy out of Andrew. What we're gonna do? Let's get some more energy out of Andrew. Where's he at here? Oh, there we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Doom tech, doom tech, doom tech, doom tech.
I try. I'm inspiring them. Pet Farm is checking in. The most generous. Thank you, Pet Farm. Checking in from Andrew the Giant 96 channel, saying hi to Andrew. Say hello to Pet Farm, Andrew.
Hi.
Pet Farm decided,
I might be going to Disney World soon, so I might need a little extra dough.
Man, why don't you just say hello and be on with it? We can, Andrew's talking about. That would be awesome. So if Andrew gets associated with his home fast enough, if they all gets to be part of that group that might go to Epcot Center, I need to see Andrew and Epcot. I need to see that happen. Hey, Pet Farm, how you doing on this great Thursday? Matt says, Space Nerd, I thought Voodoo was going to be horrible, but it was one of the best donuts I've had. They're like a boutique donut. I'll go with you next time. There we go, for a concert. The peanut butter cream pie was delicious, says our friend Matt. What the what?
Oh, that
I haven't had that.
Amazing.
We know. Lynn always checks in on. Uh-oh. Got Andrew on that one, the chocolate one, the peanut butter one.
Any thing to know about me. I'm so glad I'm not allergic to peanut butter. I'm a peanut butter freak.
You're not allergic to penis? Is that what you said? You're not allergic to penis?
Peanut butter freak. I like Reese's. I like basically anything peanut butter.
All right. Lynn, we know Lynn she is your checker. She has to check on Andrew every day, so we're ready. Plus, it helps keep him awake, Lynn. I like it. Space Nerd's laughing. Cops and Donuts. Andrew is a Floridian hero. Voodoo. The magic is in the hole. Good thing. Come in pink boxes. Can't beat that. Hell yeah. We should place daily bets on how long it takes Andrew to fall asleep. You're right. It should be like we should do it in like half-hour increments. MSIP. Well, it'll be like from 12 to 12:30, from 12:31, and so on.
If I had a lot of money like Chewy has, set up one of those cons, like those events, I would set up no filter / BF Live con in Florida.
BF Live Con, or Andrew Con in Florida. No filter con. Andrew could order the cock and balls. Yes, it's a real donut, says our friend Space Nerd checking in. Ever had Hertz Donuts? I'm not familiar with that name of Hertz Donuts. But there you go. It's National Donut Day. So I imagine all these great donut places that you talk about, if they're not hip or aware of it, you will make them aware of it now that you know that tomorrow's National Donut Day. You go, come on, give up on them free donuts. What you got for me? All right, Andrew, I got another story that has a little bit of sports involved in it. It's kind of been that irritating sports story. This is sports and entertainment kind of mixed together. Of course, this is about Travis Kelce. Whenever you talk about Travis Kelce anymore, it's always about Taylor Swift comes into conversation, right? So Travis Kelce is so pumped for Taylor Swift buying back her music finally. Andrew, are you aware of any of this, that that Taylor Swift became super duper popular, but she didn't own her songs or her masters or her publishing or anything? Were you aware of that? Yeah. Right? You were aware of that, weren't you?
It was sad.
And you know what she ended up doing? She literally re-recorded her entire catalog so she could make herself new masters and then basically kind of try to sell those or sell those copies or have those copies. Well, now it's come full circle, but I mean, she paid a killing, Andrew. Watch when you hear how much she had to pay to buy her stuff back. And in this video, Andrew, this involves another sports star who you're going to be familiar with, and he is actually a fan of Taylor Swift, and you're not going to believe who I got singing a Taylor Swift song. The one and only Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal joined Jason and Travis Kelce this week on the New Heights podcast. The NBA Hall of Famer and co-star of the recently concluded Inside the NBA on TNT chatted with NFL brotherly duo about everything from his new home on ESPN to this year's NBA playoffs to Reebok sneakers. The self-proclaimed Black Kelce brother also channeled his inner DJ, playing Taylor Swift's I Knew You Were Trouble on his phone during the podcast, Andrew. I have video of Shaquille O'Neal actually jamming to a Taylor Swift song. That's my favorite song in the world. That's my favorite song in the world, brother. Shaquille O'Neal said, O'Neal said after lip singing along with the lyrics. Travis, who had been dating the iconic pop star since the summer of 2023, was elated to hear the hit from Swift's Red album. Shout out to Tay-Tay, Kelce said. She just got that song back, Andrew. She bought all of her music back. Here comes the price, Andrew. The Kansas City tight end, of course, was referring to the 14-time Grammy-winning buying back her entire catalog for a whopping $360 million. She had to pay for her own music, Andrew. For shit she recorded, just to own it. $360 million. But I got this video. You never thought you'd see it, but I got video of Shaquille O'Neal sing along with Taylor Swift. Was that?
Are they still dating?
Far as I know, they're still dating because this is very recent, Andrew, and he brought her up in an interview and is still happy for her that she paid all that money, $300 and some million to get her catalog back. And Shaq not playing. He says he's a fan, and I got proof, Andrew. Look.
That's my favorite song in the world, brother.
Just got this song back. Just bought all the music back, so it's finally hers too, man. I appreciate that.
I love you guys.
Love you, big dog.
I love you guys. There you go. That's the Black Kelce brother, self-proclaimed. What do you think about that, Andrew? Shaquille O'Neal singing Taylor Swift.
That's a little weird, but awesome at the same time.
It is funny. Taylor could definitely afford it, but Scooter Braun is still a piece of shit. Yeah, Scooter Braun is that dude that also brought Justin Bieber along. He was big in Bieber's career too. But yeah, Scooter Braun got a hold of her masters and her publishing, bro, and $360 million later. Yeah, but Popke. But like you said, bro, I know this is business and everything, and everybody's got money, and they're all going to be good at the end of the day. But can you imagine having to shell out $300 and some million for something that you created? That has to hurt just a little more. But man, yeah, but she should make a killing of it as long as her music keeps selling and the downloads keep up. Ouch, says Mandy Diff. Lynn has 12:30 on the betting, and Lynn would know because she's always keeping her eye on Andrew. We're gonna have to have Lynn place the over-unders on it because she's always watching for that minute, asking if he's okay. Worth way more. Matt is laughing. Oh, and I thought I was gay. There you go. So you got, don't you kill near that. Let's see. We have QD is my local donut place. Checks in with Lynn. Shaq is gay now. Shaq is gay now. I dare you to say it to him. I donated a few grand to Taylor's Song Fund last year to send my daughters to the Eras tour. Oh, did you? Yeah, oh, Popke. So you helped pay for that catalog a little bit, bro. That's something. And that was amazing too. I think she came here to Baltimore, and all the the men coming here with their little daughters, everything all teed up and all when they did the stadium tour. Yeah, she's raking it in. Pecan, make Jen as a Jack Daniels bottle in the next wrestling match. Oh my God, Jen been hitting the bottle again. All right, well, let's hit the next story in the not so serious news. I want to thank Terry New, who kind of forwarded me this story. Yes, Andrew.
He probably had more than 3 shots last night, and he called it quits.
Uh-oh. I thought now I saw a show with you guys and Jen the other night, and there you said there was no drinking on air, or she could only smoke on air because she gets a little weirder when she's drinking a whiskey, right?
She disobeyed that.
She disobeyed that. Well, she can easily be taken off the air, I guess. But I want to share this next story with you because I know my boy Granny in Florida, he plays, and Terry Nee, he busts my chops about it, but I know he kind of don't mind I play. I like to play some disc golf. Well, this is a story about disc golf, Andrew, but a unique story. This guy was playing disc golf, and then a tiny hammerhead shark fell on him from the sky. Yes, Andrew. And there he is holding it right here. Let's read the story about how do you get hit on the head with a tiny hammerhead shark when you're playing disc golf? He goes, I was just there to play disc golf, says Jonathan Marlowe, who last week teed off with friends at the Splinter City Disc Golf Course in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Mandy. Docs. On hole number 11, he looked up and saw an osprey, carrying something in its claws. Now that makes sense. There you go. And that's when things got weird, Andrew. So there was a big osprey. It's a big regional bird. Mandy just said it was a Sharknado. It's the Diet Coke of Sharknadoes. Just 1 calorie. Not sharky enough. Not evil enough there, Mandy. Yes. Myrtle Beach equals Central Florida. Well, it could be. It's a big beach, I guess. But it's mostly the Carolinas. Let's continue on here. It's not uncommon to see an osprey carrying something, but you take note because it's still really cool to see, says Marlowe, who lives in the area. As he watched, the 2 crows suddenly showed up and started pursuing the osprey. And then within seconds, the 3 birds took their tussle into a nearby tree. That's when the osprey lost his lunch. And something crashed to the ground, Marlowe said. I thought it'd be a random fish. Technically, he was right. The small dead hammerhead shark that lay on the ground was a fish, and it certainly was random. It's not common for ospreys to catch sharks, although this one did. However, the water-loving raptors are expert and opportunistic anglers. They dive from as high as 100 feet at speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, plunging feet first with their extra curved talons to grasp and retain whatever slippery prey got to them. So look, Andrew, he was trying to catch a fish, and my dude ended up with a baby hammerhead. There it is on the ground right there, buddy. You don't see that every day.
Whoa.
Look at Pecan says, WTF. That means what the fuck? Ain't that something? Yeah, I mean, now look, if this was a citizen, he would get in trouble for doing this, but the osprey don't get in trouble for poaching out the water like this. Sharknado, WTF. We got the Myrtle Beach. Let's see. Benji Bronx, star of Sharknado 2, 3, and 4. Benji. Mandy Diff getting the love from Pecan. Let's continue on here. In Topsail Island, North Carolina. Oh, well, don't dox here. Okay, well, I was close there. I knew you were down in Carolinas. I always get South Carolina and North Carolina mixed up all the time. Lots of grannies in Myrtle Beach. You don't mean actual old people. You mean people that act like Granny or something, I'm thinking? I don't know. But wow, I've never seen that. It says, after the encounter, the friends left the fallen hammerhead under the tree in case the osprey came back later. Later, when Marlowe posted the photos of the incident on Facebook, another disc golfer commented that he found the shark under a tree. They were standing in shock with no frame of reference for what could have possibly happened, Marlowe says. But when they saw the post, they'd put it all together that it was actually put here by this guy. So all kind of people handled this Little baby hammerhead shark picked up. Thank you. Thanks, Terry Nee, for forwarding me that story because he knows I like to do the not so serious news. And that's certainly some fun news. I'm 2 hours away from Myrtle. I always mix up the Carolinas. Let's see. I get down on all things golf. Froth, pitch, and putt, and big boy golf. Okay, that's okay. Let's see. Then you know, Mandy. There's Andrew the Giant's links right there. $500 fine right there. Yeah, Mandy. Like, you would get in trouble for doing that, but the Osprey, he just thought he had his next meal. He's like, damn, this don't taste like chicken. It's a tough fish, Andrew, right?
Okay.
Okay. You on the phone? What are you doing?
Yeah, just talking to Darren.
Talking to who?
Darren.
Okay, on the phone or Darren's in the room?
On the phone real quick.
Oh, okay. All right. I just want Jackie Marlowe. That's right, Jackie Marlowe.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue on. I got more stories in the not so serious news. Let me see what I got here. It's 1:17, so what I got left that I can do. Let's do this story here. Andrew, I like the weather, and sometimes on a rainy day, I bet you're going to get a lot of opportunities to do this if you're ever outside, just to watch like a stormy day. Sometimes it's nice just to like relax and watch the weather. There are times I enjoy that. But I've also been curious, like, you ever been curious of what lightning looks like from outer space, Andrew? Well, I got some photos of it right here. What does lightning look like from outer space? Astronauts on the space station took photos of it, Andrew. Check this shit out, buddy. It says, it's safe to say that most of us have seen lightning here on Earth plenty of times. Some of us have even been struck by it. But the natural phenomenon is also one of the few select individuals who will ever have a chance to see it from the vantage point of 250 miles in orbit. Fortunately, a few astronauts over the years have been more than willing to generously share their glimpse of crashing lightning as seen from outer space. But check it out. And you better believe it looks nothing like what we're used to, Andrew. So I've never had this point of view, so I thought I'd share it with you and everybody joining us today, what lightning looks like from the top down, looking down into the clouds, buddy. It says, this is what lightning looks like from the top down, all taken in the Alabama and Georgia regions, this astronaut says. They developed a photo technique, which was further practiced and passed on by another crewmate. They took these photos at 120 frames a second, Andrew. So here, let me go to the tweet and let me share this tab instead. And let's click on some of these. So look at that. This is from, imagine you're up in the space station looking down and there's lightning going on Earth. This is what it looks like, buddy. One of these, if it's this one or another one, looks like it's an actual, like that. That looks like a black hole, doesn't it?
Oh.
So that's cool. I've seen it from the ground up, but I've never, look, there's the one that looks like the black hole, buddy. Look at this one. That's a burst of lightning inside some clouds, but this is from the vantage point of the International Space Station. That looks like a freaking black hole right there. So I've never seen anything like this. So I figured I'd share it with you here. And then I got one more. There's another one. But that's what lightning looks like from space. A second. Holy shit. Hey, Andrew. Sebastian Mullenix checks in from Andrew the Giant 96 channel.
Hey, Sebastian, how are you?
How does a hammerhead fall from the sky? Well, now, hopefully you heard it in the story there, Lynn, that apparently that osprey, that wild bird, was carrying it, and it got into a fight with some other birds over its meal, and it lost the fight, and it just dropped out of the sky, just dropped it out of its mouth. It's a beautiful area, Mandy, says our friend Terry Nee. I've had shark. It tastes like chicken. All right. It says Popke. Jackie Marlowe, we got that one. And I'm doing good, Andrew. How are you? Say hello to your friend Sebastian checking in.
Good, Sebastian.
He's doing good, Sebastian. He's staying awake. He's hanging out with me during the day when Andrew's not doing all his lives or not doing No Filter with Andrew and Friends, which he will be doing at 7 o'clock tonight on his other channel.
I gotta call Grandma because I need some motherfucking food. I'm hungry.
Wait. You better call somebody. You gotta call Grandma because I need some motherfucking food, huh, Andrew? There you go. All right. Shark is delicious, says our friend Terry Nee. There you go, Lynn. Yeah, the osprey dropped it. Yeah, I was curious about that too. Let's see. Doing good, Andrew. How you doing? All right. A big geomagnetic storm 2 nights ago saw the aurora borealis in Vancouver while walking the dog. It was very rare in this area. That's really cool, man. The aurora borealis looks really neat whenever I've seen photos of it. Seeing it in person must be really something. Damn, blood thinners and a little bit of cold water, not a good combo. Air bubble, cover going on tonight. Oh shit, come on, Jim, get better, buddy. You get better, buddy. Let's keep those positive vibes up. Andrew, let's do a little. This is a little sports and entertainment. You still up? You still? You got to call Grandma. He's still calling Grandma. He's going, Grandma. He's muted, but he can hear me. Grandma. Andrew needs food. He's wasting away to a shadow. Yeah. Yeah, he's wasting away. All right. Well, Grandma might be on the phone. I know she brought you something to sign earlier, Andrew. Andrew, you probably hear me, right? Yes. All right. Well, I'm gonna start this next sports story. Maybe you can chime in at some point. You know, they're doing a movie about the life of John Madden, the famous football coach.
I absolutely love it.
I've been seeing little things come out on Twitter X. Andrew, what do you know about it? Tell people who's playing who. Do you know who's playing him?
Christian Cage, I believe, is
Christian Bale.
Madden.
It's Nicolas Cage is playing John Madden.
Nicholas, I'm sorry.
And don't my Stern fans don't try to get Howard started on that one. Nicolas Cage. Yes, Nicolas Cage is actually going to play John Madden in an upcoming bio movie about John Madden. And playing Al Davis is the one and only, I'll show you right here in my next story on the Vibe Not So Serious News, Christian Bale, who I've famously known from Batman and some other roles, Andrew. Christian Bale shocks with his next level transformation for his Madden role. So John Madden was the coach of the Oakland Raiders. They were the then Oakland Raiders. And the famous owner, Al Davis, the guy with the smoky glasses and the slicky hair, Al Davis is being played by Christian Bale. And you won't believe how much he looks like Christian Bale. Christian Bale himself has once again surprised fans with a stunning transformation for a movie role. The Dark Knight actor, 51 years old, was spotted in Atlanta on Wednesday, June the 4th, while filming the upcoming sports biopic Madden with Nicolas Cage and John Mulaney. Sporting long brown hair. Look at this, Andrew. That's Christian Bale right here as Al Davis. Sporting long brown hair, gray sideburns, and a widow's peak, Bale looked unrecognizable as he portrayed the former Oakland Raiders owner, Al Davis. The American Psycho star also donned aviator glasses, a black leather jacket, black trousers, black dress shoes, and several gold and silver rings in the first look of his character. Bale's appearance as Davis opposite Nicolas Cage's John Madden was so convincing that many fans of the American Hustle movie star rushed to social media to confirm that it was actually Bale on the Amazon MGM Studios movie set. Christian Bale looks unrecognizable, one person tweeted. Christian Bale's transformation for his roles is next level, another added. Bale as Al Davis is going to kill it, wrote a third person, while a fourth commented that Christian Bale is totally unrecognizable, Andrew. Look at that, buddy. Look at that with the glasses on. Does that not look like what you've known Al Davis to look like back in the day?
What?
So there you go. This should be really interesting because, you know, I knew of John Madden. I've heard of the name coming up. Like just before he became famous for his football, for his popularity into football, I knew of him as one of the best coaches in the NFL. And you heard all of these stories about how Al Davis was like considered a maverick owner, Andrew, and he did whatever he wanted. He moved his team from Oakland to Los Angeles. He sued the league many times. So Al Davis himself is like a real interesting dude. So this should be a good movie. I'm looking forward to seeing Nicolas Cage as Madden.
When is it coming out?
Let me see if I can see that. And Christian Bale as Al Davis. Let's see if we have the date here at the bottom of this article. Let's see. We have look at it. There's Madden right there, buddy. Look at that. That's Nicolas Cage as Madden. Are you shitting me? Let's see.
What the fuck?
I'll have you know the totally farcical story, lest anyone think that was true. Lynn says, should Andrew be outside because it looks nice from where I can see? He's hot-blooded and check and see. Interesting casting, says Popke. I thought so too, bro. And look how convincing Nicolas Cage looks from the side as a young Madden right here, bro. In the tracksuit. Look, there's another shot, Andrew. Nicolas Cage as John Madden. Right here in a biopic. He's 61 years old, they're saying. There's another picture of it, Andrew. Look at that.
What the fuck?
So who would have thunk it? Like Popke says, interesting casting. Yes. I laughed too, P-Cunt, until I started seeing these pictures. I laughed too. I'm like, Nicolas Cage. He took his face off. That's one of my favorite Nicolas Cage movies, Andrew. With John Travolta. Oh my God. Face off. Oh my God. You take your face off. Let me see. John Madden hated flying, and that's why he famously had that bus, Andrew, and he had many sponsors. You knew that about John Madden, right? He was scared of flying. Yeah. I think he had a close call on a flight. I think the story is, or the legend is, he has a close call on one flight, and he said, never again. And he meant that shit. The air covers for the pool. My heart warmed up the pool. There you go. Okay. Andrew needs food. He's way to shadow. We're back up to that one. Raider Nation says, Matt checking in. Nicolas Cage is Madden. Let's make sure we got everybody, and we'll get on with some more fun here on the vibe. I got a bikini report. I have you know that it was a totally farcical story. Space Nerd checks in, says, okay, gang, I got to run to an appointment. Love spending my mornings with y'all, and we love having you spend your mornings with us, nerd. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. There you go. All right, let's continue on. Yeah, bro. So this, and there's the actual guys right there, but much older. My God, much older. And there's what Christian Bale should look like. That's what he should look like. But he is dressed up to play Al Davis in the upcoming biopic. Let's see, Andrew, I don't see anything about a date in here. He was seen on June 4th. I don't remember reading anything in the article about when it's coming out. So I have to check. We'll have to check back in on that, Andrew, because I don't see it there on that story. But I do have one more story for you at 1:28, where Andrew and I are coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States, because we're both East Coast boys now. Now that Andrew's down in Florida, I have one more story, and it just happens to be a bikini report. And Andrew, you might be, and a lot of you might be interested in this story. And this story involves a flight attendant who got in trouble. Remember the other day I did a story about the little girl who was singing on the airplane that was delayed for 4 hours? So that was like entertainment on a plane. Well, this is another entertainment. Yeah, you love flying. You love crashing and landing too. Oh my God, I love flying and landing. All right, well, this story is about flying. And this story is not about somebody singing on a plane, but another form of entertainment on a plane, Andrew. Let's see.
It's not just passengers who misbehave on planes. Get this crazy story. A British Airways flight attendant has been suspended after he was found dancing naked in a business class bathroom. Apparently, other crew on the flight from San Francisco to London noticed the FA was missing during meal service, so they went looking for him. Well, they found him all right, sans clothing and having a private dance party in the loo. It's alleged that he'd partaken of an illicit substance, or as one crew member put it, the plane was cruising at 37,000 feet, but this bloke seemed to be higher than anyone else. His coworkers had to get him into a pair of first-class pajamas and strapped him into a seat for the rest of the nearly 11-hour trip. Upon arrival, he was put into a wheelchair and taken away by police who were waiting on the tarmac. That's definitely pretty wild. What's the most bizarre behavior you've ever seen on a plane? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Thank
Turns
you,
out
Bikini
it's
Report. So now you got the male stewardesses or male flight attendants. Now they're flipping out, losing their shit. It must have been under the influence, Andrew.
A female stewardess on a stripper pole stripping.
You want a male stewardess? I was a male steward, isn't it?
Female.
All right, female. You're not gay like Perry, are you there, Andrew?
Shut the fuck up.
Well, Andrew's highly heterosexual, and you're kind of gay. John says, oh, it's my kind of guy. Dancing in the bathroom, exactly. Airplanes and dancing naked. Hello, Frisco is appropriate.
Hello, Frisco.
And you know what else is appropriate, folks? I think we did it. We had fun with a few news stories. I wrapped it up with a bikini report. What do you say we get on with the show? That was fun news. That was BF Live, the vibe. Not so serious news. Hell L to the yeah. We're running like a well-oiled machine today. This is Thursday. This is BF Live The Vibe. This is 3 hours of positive vibes. And we are currently at the exact halfway point of an episode of BF Live The Vibe. 3 hours of live content is what we attempt to bring you every day. And we hope you're having fun so far. We're not done having fun, though. We're going to take a quick 2.5-minute piss break. And when we come back, we're going to go over to Twitter X and check out Perry Caravello's site with a little Perry talk. We can do the National Day calendar check, and we got somebody checking in backstage, and we're going to talk about some fun stuff that's been transpiring over the last couple days with somebody I know that you're going to want to see who showed up just in time to join us right after the piss break, folks. So you're not going to want to miss this. It's only 2.5 minutes. That's all it lasts, folks. It's very short. So this is a perfect time to grab a drink, grab a smoke, grab a snack, grab a friend, and tell them that we got a guest popping in or somebody that you want to see right after this piss break. And nobody has more fun in the midday than we do right here on The Vibe, folks. Come on back after this quick 2.5-minute piss break for more fun right after this.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Yeah, but the time for pee-pee touching is done. And now we're about to have some more fun. We are back for the second half of The Vibe with my man, my co-host and bro, Andrew the Giant, checking in from FLA, from Florida, as I'm clicking through some stuff on and off here. I'm going to turn these banners on and off. Where's that one? I got some bros I want to bring in. There it is. We're going to turn that off. All right, Andrew, let's keep on having fun with our friends. Checking in from Andrew the Giant 96 channel, watching The Vibe, 3 hours of positivity. We do every day, Monday through Friday in the midday. I'm going to bring him in, and we're going to talk about all the goings on in this community. He's the bro, and they're waking up. They're coming in. So here he is. He is the prop master. He is Scott Fitzpatrick. The boys are here. Hoya, buddy. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. As you may have already heard, me and Bobby Nick was up pretty late last night.
Well, I'm just kind of used to that's par for the course anymore lately, so I didn't really know specifically what you were doing, but I can just assume that you're up doing something fun. Now, I know something big is happening in your world. Wait a minute. What happened? I don't know how that happened.
I disappeared.
I don't know how that happened, but I know something significant happening in this community and all. Something big happened in our world. I'm going to bring this next guy in. Well, I'm going to do a little Perry talk so everybody can say hello to you all, get you guys settled in, and then we're going to talk about the kind of what went down and all that stuff and the new goings on in our community. But I got to bring this guy in. I hung out with him a little bit in the lounge yesterday. For the first time, I had him playing in my vehicle as I was riding down the road. I was in the lounge on the road, and he was hosting it. It's Bobby Nick.
Yeah, the butt cheeks, motherfuckers.
The butt cheeks. How you doing there, Bobby Nick?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yep. So you had a lounge yesterday, no doubt. Had a good lounge.
Oh yeah, it was a good one. Holy shit, 6.5 hours.
Whoa, I didn't know it was that long, buddy. Holy
Yeah,
shit, man. 6.5 hours in the lounge. Well, you can do that on Wednesdays because you don't have like no filter that's kind of holding you up or making you stop the show early. But I didn't know it was 6.5 hours. But like I said, well, yeah, thank you, number one. I listened to you. I was listening to you on my way back and forth on my dentist adventure yesterday, Bobby Nick.
That
was my dental. So that's why I had you playing in my vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that gave me an opportunity to do that. So I hadn't done that before. But yeah, I heard you tell the story, and I hadn't really thought about it. That you told my tooth story on your show yesterday.
Yeah, man.
How I lost my tooth.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy, dude.
I didn't really think about that until you framed it like that. I'm like, I guess it kind of did happen like that. So Bobby Nick was on there. All of a sudden he goes, this motherfucker. And I'm like, what is he talking about? And he proceeds to tell the story about, was it last Thursday? I think I was doing psych labs or something. And they had known that he'd known loosely that I've been complaining in the past about, I got a problem with this tooth. I got to do something with or whatever. And so finally, it was during psych labs or something. I think it fucking literally it came out during the show.
Yeah.
And I spit it out, and I kind of just sat it on the table, and I just kept on going. And you told that story yesterday, and Mandy and the people were like, "What the fuck, BF? Like, what the fuck's going on?" Like, shit happens, you know. But yeah,
it does. But yeah, I mean, you just kept going like a pro. I didn't notice anything. I would have known until you told me backstage that happened.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I think I still got the piece on the table or somewhere around here. But yeah, so I went for the consultation. It was supposed to be just a consultation yesterday, Bob. And then they pulled it on me. I was ready. Because when they try to do shit when you ain't ready for it, right? So I was ready for it. And they was like, oh, so you want to do this today? And I'm like, really? Is that a thing on a consultation? I can do that today? And I told him, no time like the present. Let's get the motherfucker out my head.
Yeah.
So there you go. We're here. I know that people are checking in the chat to say hello to you guys. So let's do that. Let's have a little fun, a little Perry talk, and let's talk about some of the new stuff going on in our fun community. All right, let's say hello to oh, wait a minute. Some of the clues are going to come out because you're already eating shit in the chat about it. Let me see. So might have to do these things differently. Yeah. Let's see. We'll have to do it differently. I'll do your thing first, and I'll do Perry talk second. We just did a really cool story, Scott, about Terry Nee gave me about somebody, a baby hammerhead shark fell out of the sky.
Oh, really? Sharknado?
Yeah, that's what Mandy said, Sharknado. But bro, it was from an osprey. Apparently, the osprey was going picking up, thought it was a fish, but it ended up with a little baby hammerhead shark, bro. Okay. That was crazy. It's crazy. So that's what Mandy and I said. You could find if a human being did that. There you go. I'm up in the chat. Let's see. We got that one. I got to catch up to John. We were just talking. We just wrapped up the news, as you guys know. Let me see. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. Find out where everybody jumped in to say hello to you guys. Here we go. I love flying. That's kind of where we were. San Francisco. Hello, Frisco. Let's see. Yeah. Did that story. No, you touched your PP. Here we go. Pecan checks in and says hello to. I guess I'll wait for it to come up naturally, I guess, Scott, I guess. The prop master, you're getting acknowledged by Matt, our mod.
Brother Matt. That's
Brother
part
Matt
of
gets it
up last night.
You got it back. Okay. Now here we go. The ex-champ's in the house. I guess he's giving it away. I know he don't have it. He got a brick wall up right now. He was ready for bricked up. Bobby Nick, you're getting the SIGs up from our friend Matt checking in.
Deep budgets to you, Matt. I was on Matt's show. Me and Scott were on Matt's show.
What is this? I keep hearing Matt. I didn't even know Matt had or did a show. What does Matt do? What are you doing, Matt? What do you do at night?
Well, he was doing a test. He was showing us all his videos of him driving through like
state parks and
okay.
trails and
all right. I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know that Matt's got something going on there.
That's why we was up late last night. I couldn't, when I seen him up, I wasn't no way I was going to be able to not go on,
So So kind of what we are alluding to with someone got robbed and someone lost something. For not everybody that's on the up is that for a month or two, I guess Scott has been coming on air proudly with his NXT belt behind him last night. But there was a belt flip last night, and I think we're going to have to watch this match because there's a lot of interest in this chat about this match, and maybe you guys watched it.
Yeah.
We didn't watch it on the day side. You want to? Because FJM says you were robbed, Scott.
I do believe so too. I don't even for a couple of reasons. One reason is I don't, with all due respect to Commissioner Pecan, of course. But with all due respect to the Pecan, I don't believe that Bobby deserved another chance because if you fight somebody 100 times, eventually that person's going to win.
That's right.
On the dog's ass sometimes.
So, see, Scott said he can't cut a promo. That's it. You could just cut half a promo on him. He don't even deserve to be in the same ring that I'm in, the raggedy son of a bitch. Why don't you read this here, Scott, for your friend, for the Commissioner Pecan?
I kept trying to suck my dick, too.
Put him in the 69. Put him in the camel toe clutch. Scott agrees that you got ripped off. We're going to have to watch this because I didn't see it. BF is like Teddy Roosevelt finishing his speech after getting shot. Hey, that's what I did. I just kept on going. Keep on going.
I want to say this. They were both beating each other with their meat sticks. So,
Well, we're going to have to watch this. I think I already have it. I think I tried to have it up in here. I thought I tagged it. Oh, here it is, right here at the bottom of my thing. Yeah. So as like I said, let me set this up a little bit. And you guys, you all love watching this shit. So let's have fun in the middle of the day watching this here on the Vibe. Even though we kind of know the outcome because so much shit has been talked, we still got to see the goings on. And I understand that there was a particular guest referee. Was there on this one? Was that another one?
I don't remember.
Was it? No, maybe it wasn't this one.
I think
there was another match.
You and Terry Nee also had a match yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, well, Matt says Sector 7 was robbed to a Chiefs fan by a Chiefs fan and a fast counting ref. Well, let's watch it go down right here. These are the fun videos that our bro, and I don't know thank you guys for being here yesterday. I knew you guys weren't going to be able to turn around and be up early when I did my pre-dental show yesterday, but Pecan was luckily enough up early enough and he sat in with me yesterday. And Andrew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So the boys, I've got some boys helping me out. I'm very grateful to have a whole group of guys helping me out. So Pecan,
when I woke up, it was over, Bobby friend. I did skim through it and I saw the end and I appreciate your words. So
okay. You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome, man. I was thinking about you. Yeah, you were on our thought. Okay, good. I'm glad you saw that. Good. I didn't know if that got to you or if you were going to see that at all. Yes, my friend. Okay, so let's go with this now. Let's keep having fun now. I got all the boys here now. They're all wide awake and all. But, it's we always kind of know the ending, but that's wrestling in general. We always everybody complains about it being predetermined ending and all. But Scott had that NXT belt proudly for somebody that didn't really care about wrestling at all. This had Scott all in about giving a shit about wrestling. And so let's get into this now. This was for the NXT Championship. This was the David Bybee against Scott Fitzpatrick. What it says? Here we go. Boom. In the Lunatic Lounge.
Yeah, last man standing match as well. So.
Is a last man standing match. That is for the NXT Championship.
Guys, I gotta live this all again.
You can fast forward through Bobby's intro.
Oh, there it is. Fast forward through Bobby's intro.
Oh, he's already coming out with a chair.
Yeah, he just walks up there and throws a chair in the ring and then.
I'm just fucking with you. I'll go back, Bobby. I'm just fucking with you. It's great how Pecan has these got things looking so much like you guys.
This is it, guys. The title is up for grabs here. And this might be the most highly anticipated title defense in recent memory.
I should probably do it on faster speed, huh?
Yeah, maybe. It's pretty seamless a little bit more.
A focused challenger about to compete in perhaps the biggest match of his career.
Oh, there he is. He's ready.
Right. I love this guy.
Oh, there he is. I'll give you his regular speech. I don't want to speak. I got to be fair. Right? I got to be equal. Here we go. There we go.
All right. I love this guy.
At least he likes you. There he goes. Oh, there he is with the belt. I just think it's funny for somebody where you could take it or leave it wrestling, and you're like you're all about it now.
Yeah, I've seen more of these wrestling matches than I have real.
Yeah, that's such a good point. That's right, and that, probably you and many people in this community, Scott, that don't really care for wrestling, but P-Cunt has made it so much fun. They probably see more of these matches than they've seen regular wrestling.
But all
That's
it
cool.
takes is one wrong move, and that title could be going home with somebody else.
My intro's a lot more charismatic.
Many are predicting a title change
here
here tonight, but this man is looking to prove otherwise.
You should have got more like explosions or something. I gotta make sure I don't get a dry socket, hot pocket. Oh, here he goes. I like the Marlboro on the side. Don't think I didn't notice that before, Bobby, Nick, and P-Cunt.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The Marlboro sponsorship on the wall.
No place in particular. Weighing in at 225 pounds,
From no place in particular.
and his opponent from
This is my favorite part.
unknown, weighing in at 225 pounds, the NXT
Looks like Boy Scott.
champion, Scott Finch
That is badass. That looks boss as shit.
The energy in this arena is
He looked at it
These
one last time.
competitors
Oh.
know exactly what's on the line.
It's amazing what a little bit of power will do. All right, here we go. About to get into it. 3 minutes into a 20-minute video.
And we got to expect a hard-fought and lengthy battle in this one, guys.
That's true. Each participant here knows that
See, Scott, I know it's got to be tough watching a match. You know the moves, you know what's coming next, and you know the outcome and all that, right?
And he'll leave the ring for this next stretch.
It might have been a little more fun if you were winning.
Right here, when he did that,
Yeah.
because I got a bad back, and I thought,
He hurt your bad back for real.
yeah.
What a shot.
And I really kind of ragdolled me a little bit here in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a good sign because it seems like the guys that start out hard to blow their wads or whatever, and then
That's true.
So that's what I was expecting. I thought this was actually a good sign, him ragdolling me at the beginning.
Me too. I meant that you might have been the one doing it at the end.
Yeah.
Short clothesline.
He's like, that's for breaking my hand when we were playing PlayStation. I don't know who did that.
Taking a big risk here by bringing the table into the action.
And he gets tossed back into the mat. He's looking for something.
Yeah, Scott, I don't know if you ever told those kind of stories on the Vibe about you and Bybee. If everybody knows the history of you and Bybee. Tell the people that never know, you and Bybee have known each other a real long time.
Yeah, I don't really remember not knowing him. We started going to school together ever since kindergarten. We flunked the same second grade together. We've always been to school together, so we go back a long time, and we've always beat up on each other. I broke his knee.
Yeah.
Had to get several surgeries. He's broke my thumb.
Yeah.
Playing
These are the
video
only
games.
guys I've ever heard. You told us a story about you were playing video games one night and it ended up with broken thumbs and limbs and shit, right?
Playing Madden football, and we used to gamble on them too. So there's real heated, serious matches. And keep in mind, we're well into our 30s.
They're in their 30s, guys.
We're both sitting Indian style in front of his TV, and his wife, was mad about us. But anyway, so we had them kind of games going, and my pack of cigarettes sitting between us. And I scored a touchdown or something, made him, and I went to grab a cigarette. So when I went to grab a cigarette on the floor, he punched my hand.
And he broke your shit?
And it bit my thumb underneath my hand, and it snapped my thumb.
Damn. Yeah, the breaking limbs playing video games. So these boys been at it. So there's a lot of back kind of stories, symbolism, to that these guys actually, they've done this shit for real.
Could get dangerous.
Look at this. Talk about That's one of those jumbo size Slim Jims.
Right.
Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Slim Jim.
Melee.
Ooh, DDT with the headphones on.
No
I like that the headphones never
disqualifications
come
has
off.
to benefit a certain type of superstar more than others, doesn't it, Corey?
Get off your high horse, Cole. And no disqualifications match benefits the superstar who's smarter, faster, and better.
All right, we'll make it fun.
Using the rules to your advantage doesn't make you the villain here.
There he goes, right into the corner.
Corner, and a couple back elbows to follow.
The champ getting put to the test here. Heads out, and he has all
So
the time he
it's
wants.
safe enough to say that you guys beat each other up pretty good during the whole match, but then should I just go to
Yeah.
the ending at some point?
Yeah, I would advise you.
Yeah.
I
'cause
would advise you just.
just so you can get it, just to end it for you, right? Just to end the agony for you. Let's see. All right.
We've never seen
So you get the idea. I've set it up for you. These
Yeah.
boys are real boys in real life, and so this is just kind of a video game representation of how maybe some of the stuff they've done or how they've carried on with each other. They've gone back and forth. I got some of you win, some of you lose in life. Probably went on the whole time, but let's go with the last 2 minutes of the match, and let's see how this whole thing ends and how the belt changes hands.
There's no countouts in this one.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
You got to answer the 5 count, right?
The best I could tell, you gotta, as long as you stand up at 10 or something.
Oh, 10, all right.
Pumping, and the
10
WWE
count.
Universe is on his
I wasn't sure if it was a 5 or 10 different weight classes. That's Popke.
He wouldn't let me get up cleanly, Gubby Nick. Every time I started to stand up, he'd come over and bitch slap me. He wouldn't let me get a clean stand up.
Not much honor in that.
He's getting fired
You
up
could use this for
now.
training for your next match, Scott. See what you did wrong. Don't make excuses about your back, Scott. Says Pete Cunt.
That's 7. We may be getting to the end.
And this count will stop.
This is either grit, insanity, or a little bit of both.
What a shot!
See?
I can't never really seem to get out of that corner or get nothing going after this.
Even more out of
I'm
it.
down to the last minute, 30 seconds. And Terry Nee says, where did Terry Ref go? I think he was in the other match. There's like a 5-way or there's another kind of match.
Before this one, if I think on the same day or maybe the day before, I was watching you and P Cunt were tag team partners in a match.
All right. I can't even
And
keep
Terry
up with
Nee's
him.
Terry Nee's got an interesting look to him.
All right. John Travolta says, you're thinking about Kyoto versus Jerry. Yeah, well, if you point that one out to me or tell me which one it is, I can try to find that one. But let's watch how this ends. Longtime belt holder Scott Fitzpatrick coming down to it. I see blood on the mat. Is that blood on the mat?
Antagonizing your
It looks like your
opponent
blood by your
instead of
head.
Attacking him. And he's up. Referee's 10 count broken.
Looks like it's back to the drawing board.
Belly to belly.
Vicious.
Can't never get out of that corner.
There might be something in the settings going on here, Scott, because normally
know what?
when
I
Go ahead.
swear to God, I thought that same thing because the way Bobby was acting and everything, and I feel like he's talked to Pete Cunt, maybe sent him a little money or something, or something. Something's up.
I'm just saying, I'm going from my personal. I'm like playing video games. I'm like normally when one player is that dominant over everything else going on, there might be something.
He's staring his opponent down, getting into that zone.
Getting close to 10 here.
Now you gotta dig deep. Boom! What a forearm!
I never can get a chance to get up.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is.
Oh, we got a
pumping him
cunt scam,
up.
says the Electric Head Gino.
Referee's count has reached 7 here.
Getting dangerously close to the inevitable.
That looks like when your back's sore.
We got a new champion.
Unbelievable.
Oh boy, conspiracy theory.
I think so.
And the new NXT champion, IB.
He won the match and the championship with it.
Oh, you're on the ground right there. I thought you were gonna beat his ass or
And is
something.
adding champion to his resume.
You see blood all over the mat.
Yeah, that's
Oh, there you have it. Now, somebody says in the chat. Somebody said in the chat that, or Terry says that. Wait a minute. It says. Wait a minute. Here we go. Conspiracy theory. Popke says. The fix is in. Wrestling might be rigged.
I'm about to turn heel, motherfucker. God damn.
No way old man Bobby should have won this match, says Matt. Ooh, there's your supporter right there. Let's see. Electric.
I don't know how it works, how these games works or whatever. I know the lets the computer kind of decide or what, but I feel like maybe he knows how to kind of take control of a controller, and he's probably a master of this game, and he took control of Bobby. And
well, there's a
and
comment
nobody wants to see a fourth match between us, but God damn it, he don't deserve that belt.
Bobby had the message here. He said, "You lost, loser." Oh my goodness. No way, old man Bobby. I was wondering if you were watching. Well, there you go. That's the kind of fun we have here in this. This is the worst scandal since the Montreal screw job, since Vince screwed him. He screwed Bret Hart. That's right. It's the Montreal screw job. It's the Fitzpatrick screw job. Look, Chris Popke's laughing at that one. We're gonna call this the Fitzpatrick screw job or something like that. There you go. What do you think, Andrew?
It's the worst injustice since our truth got released.
Boom!
He hit you with injustice. He hit you with the big word, Scott. It's the worst injustice in sports since our truth got released. Now,
Andrew just put the made it a lot better for me, and the people in the chat, everybody kind of sees this, and that makes this loss a lot easier to swallow.
There you go. Matt says, the way I see it, Prop Master is now the #1 contender. That's right. You do get the belt. The champion always used to get one comeback match. It was always like whenever somebody took it, the champ always got the one guaranteed comeback match. There you go.
Before we get too far away from Matt, when we was on with him last night, he thanked us for coming on and everything. But one of the people he most wants to meet in this, Andrew, is you. So if you can come on his show, I told him we'll probably make that happen. If you can come on his stream or whatever he's going to do.
Show lots of cleavage, Matt.
Why didn't you tell me he was on last night?
I think he was probably asleep. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning or something.
Yeah, I was late.
Yeah, Matt, Andrew don't sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning. Rob Taker said, "Who's the loser in the bottom right?" Oh, what the fuck, Rob? There you go. They come at you, man. They come for your open wound. They just picking at that fucking open wound, man. Been less than 24 hours and they're in your shit, Scott. Well, there you go.
I ain't even got a new background yet.
He's like, I don't even know. I got no identity. I lost my whole identity. I used to have that belt. Had it for a month. What is the one with the special referee one-on-one extreme rule? I'm trying to find one with Terry Nee or something. Is it
there's an NXT tag match with you and Terry Nee against Tammy Hall and Cyrax.
That's funny. This one, who's this? Okay, is this? I thought this was the potato. This was somebody said it was Kyoto Whiskers versus Jetty Shepadini. Let's see.
I did too change my shirt, Mandy. I'm sorry to read ahead like that on you, Bobby Nick, but it's
That's
kind
okay.
of serious. I didn't change my shirt for 3 damn days, and they're gonna give me hell about that, I think.
Yeah, they do. They call us out every now and then on that. This is Jetty Shepadini. I love Kyoto in the pink robe. Pecan doesn't like all this shit being thrown at him. Pecan is like, Bobby versus Scott rematch will happen. Calm down, all you hosers. Calm down, everybody. Let's see.
No disrespect, Pecan. Thanks.
Scott is now Wendy. There you go. He just, see now, it's not easy being Vince McMahon, is it, Pete Cunt? Where everybody wants to be the winner and have the belt, and see, not everybody likes Vince McMahon, and now Pete Cunt knows what it feels like to be the commissioner.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yep.
Here's somebody ready to call it like he sees it.
There it is.
Special guest referee match. Please welcome the special guest referee for this match,
Terry Nee.
Excited to try his hand at refereeing? I don't think he wanted it to come to this in the first place. He just wants to make sure we have some law and order here tonight.
Keeping these competitors in line and enforcing the rules is going to be a tricky task.
He's got a burn in it.
He's got a burn in. There you go. That's what fun we have here in this community. Thank you, P. Cunt. Thank you, all you guys. This is what I love about this shit. You guys, we just talk about shit and bring it up, and then creative people like Pecan and everybody else just runs with it and does crazy fun shit with it, and we're all part of it. FJM says that is one ugly fucking bird right now. I hear Pecan is into women shitting on him. I don't know if we're going to see that in the match anytime soon. I certainly hope not. Well, I'm super glad that you guys turned it around and you're up late, but you're here for me on the vibe a little bit. Why don't we? I want to go over to do a little Perry talk, because Perry played video games last night. He did a Wednesday video gaming stream, and Perry was parrying. So why don't I play my little element right here? I'll go over and sit outside of apartment 102, and we'll do a little Perry talk right here in the middle of the day on the vibe, and let's catch up on the craziness that went on last night on Perry Caravello Live with Perry Talk. That's right, folks. It's our middle of the day Perry Talk that we do. All my PCL chat family are in here in the chat, and we're going to talk about the gaming stream that kind of went down last night, and we might play a few original Perry songs in here. Matter of fact, I know that we will. All right, let's go back to, RFL. Shout out to our friend Rev Fug Lee. I've seen you've been making your rounds in all the chats. You're so generous, and he's always been a big part of the Perry Caravello chat. I only bring him up because him and Torito lately, Scott and Bobby, have been taking like Perry over the edge. Like a lot of comments he'll let go by or whatever, but for whatever reason, Rev Fug Lee set him off last night, and Torito set him off the other day, Scott, right?
Yeah.
So it is dehumanizing. Let's watch. This is from the other day when Torito got him on. This was like Monday, because they're doing Monday, Wednesday, and there's not going to be a Friday stream. There's a tonight stream, folks. There's a Thursday night PCL. We're doing a special stream tonight because Tom has like a personal issue that he can't do Friday. But I'm going to show you how this is Torito getting him on Monday night, guys. Watch this one.
He'll never touch my CDs or my fucking bedroom dresser! You motherfucker! Go ahead and go to hell!
His yells have been getting like top shelf lately.
That's Domino. Reseda is more humid during the year than
he yelled more like a bitch on the Levy verse.
And for fuck off, whack off. So you choose moving to a nursing home, or Tony Hawk breaks.
He never lied in my fucking house! You son
You don't even finish reading it, Scott.
Never lie here! You fucking whore! Get off of my goddamn stream! He never, ever fucking allowed in my goddamn home again! You motherfucking understand? Me! You fucking son of a bitch! Go fuck yourself! Go fuck yourself!
That's a $5 super chat for your ass right there, boy. He got all of him on that one. Hey, and this is a legitimate story, guys. And it's funny. I'm glad to see it that it's being reported on Perry Caravello. I heard a headline go out the other day, and they have it on their Twitter X. Do you know that the actual guitar from this scene in the movie, Scott, it's actually missing from Back to the Future?
Oh, really? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're saying it's actually missing. They did like a whole report on it. So how this kind of lines up with the whole missing guitar thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Has it been?
Go ahead.
Has it been missing for a long time?
Let's see. There's a little story on it. Let's click on it right here, and let's look at a little bit on this. Let's expand on this. Let me share this tab instead. It says the search for a missing Back to the Future guitar expands in a new film. It says. What's it say? The cherry red guitar that Michael J. Fox plays in Back to the Future has been missing since 1985, and now Gibson is working with the film's biggest stars to hunt it down, is what the headline is, Scott. So they're actually trying to, I think, here's the report on it right here. Maybe I can play this. Let me know if you get the sound on this. Here's a report from the Today Show, Carson Daly, talking about it.
Played this at the beginning of the show here.
Sound good.
Let's re-rack it. Who remembers this moment when Marty McFly made rock and roll history with a Chuck Berry classic in Back to the Future?
All right, guys, listen to this blues riff and B. Watch me for the changes and try and keep up, okay?
you go. That cherry red Gibson ES 345 could be one of the most valuable props in 80s movie history. But the mystery, guys, is that it is missing. It has gone missing. It's been missing since 1985. Gibson is working with the film's biggest stars to attempt to hunt it down. Take a look.
No one's seen that guitar since 1985, and we need to find it.
Somehow, it's vanished.
Erased from existence.
Just like Perry's guitar,
Washington
Scott.
Space Time Continuum.
Same
Or
thing
it's in
happened.
some, Teamster's garage. We need that guitar.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid you're just too darn loud.
Huey Lewis. Yeah, it's Huey Lewis.
It's cool. Even Huey Lewis there, lending a hand. And if you have any information about the guitar's whereabouts, even you can help out. Go to losttothefuture.com. They've also set up a 1-800 number. They are serious. They're making a movie about the finding of this guitar.
Would it have like a serial number or something? How
There you go,
It must. Chuck, it's your cousin, Marvin. Marvin Berry. You know that new sound you're looking for? Listen to this.
There you go. So now Perry has even more in common with our friend. Look at that. Look at that. Widow Killer was typing it in as Al wrote out as he was saying it. What's up, Souk Deep Singh saying, put some clothes on Andrew the Giant 96 channel. That ain't ever gonna happen, Souk Deep. But welcome to Andrew Giant 96. That's an expensive guitar, even if it wasn't in that movie. Our guitar aficionado, Popke knows a little bit about guitars. Wait a minute, Al Roker is involved. See, it all adds up to all the clips being played. Who is the common denominator in a Michael J. Fox story and a Perry story about guitars missing? Al motherfucking Roker. Oh shit, Widow Killer done figured it out. Well, let's continue on here with Perry Talk. So I saw that the other day. Al, here's a little throwback clip of when Perry had to go in public and tell chicken jokes. He had to go up to random people and just tell them jokes out of the blue. Now, here's Tom setting him up. This is an older Perry clip right here, Scott and Bobby Nick. Now, listen, Tom's going to set him up with a joke to tell people. It's kind of a thing, a task that he has to give him. Watch what Perry does to and with this joke. Watch this.
You're just going to tell a chicken joke to one person picking up a chicken. Animal spins around about 200 times after it dies.
I have no idea.
A rotisserie chicken.
See, there you go, right? That's the joke right there, guys, right? What spins around 200 times after it dies? A rotisserie chicken. This is the joke he has to deliver to a random person just buying a chicken in the store, Scott. Watch this.
Oh, that's a good joke. Will you allow me to use the rotisserie run?
Yes, yes, you can use that.
Hey, man, would you like to hear a chicken joke? Would you like to hear a chicken joke? How many times does a chicken rotisserie after it passes away?
He totally fucked the joke up,
You're
Scott.
laughing.
He destroyed it.
It's like Uncle Jack trying to tell a joke.
Was it? He totally destroyed this joke by saying it was about a chicken. He literally dissected the joke right in front of this lady.
600 times. Okay.
And she's like,
she's laughing, smiling.
yeah, get the fuck away from
I
me.
think I messed that joke, but that's okay.
He messed it up.
Perry, it's what animal spins around 200 times after it dies, and the punchline is rotisserie chicken.
Okay, whoops. Yeah, that's it. All right. I totally said it wrong.
I'm gonna play it one more time, Scott. I'm like, how did he basically told him the joke almost word for word, Scott. This is how you say the joke. And he totally just ripped it apart and said it in a whole, that just goes to show you how Perry's brain works differently than ours. Here's one more time.
How do you fuck up a joke that bad? Holy shit.
Bobby Nick, it's such an easy, basic, simple joke about how they spin around after they're already dead. And he literally took it apart in pieces in front of the woman. The whole joke. Look.
You're just going to tell a chicken joke to one person picking up a chicken. Animal spins around about 200 times after it dies.
I have no idea.
A rotisserie chicken.
Oh, that's a good joke. Will you allow me to use the rotisserie run?
Yes, yes, you can use that.
Hey, man, would you like to hear a chicken joke? Would you like to hear a chicken joke? How many times does a chicken rotisserie after
rotisserie?
You're smiling. You're
After
laughing.
it passes away. He's totally
over 500 to 600 times. Okay.
And he didn't even get the amount of times
She's laughing,
right.
smiling. Anyway, I think I missed that joke, but that's okay. I said it wrong.
Perry, it's what animal spins around 200 times after it dies, and the punchline is rotisserie chicken.
Okay, whoops. Yeah, that's it. All right. I totally said it wrong.
You sure the fuck did, bro. Oh my God. I mean, he couldn't have laid it out any better. And like Widow Killer says, I think he has comedian on his tattoo on that scroll of lies. I think comedian needs to be removed as well as snowboarder.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm agreeing more and more every day with that notion from Widow Killer. Bobby says, what's up, Matt? Old man Scott is older than me, LOL. He's still on that. He's still rubbing it in. Let's see. All right. Let's keep on in with Perry talk here on the Vibe. That's what we're doing in the middle of the day. So, yeah, so like I said, last night was a video game stream. Now, you guys already get a sense of what kind of dude Perry is. He doesn't seem like hand-eye coordination would be up there on the things that are strong out of Perry Caravella, right?
Right. Seems like he'd get easily aggravated. People get aggravated by games when they.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God, the aggravation was totally there, Scott, and the concentration levels, and if you can talk and you can do both at the same time. Let me see. That was the link for it last night. Yes, and there's going to be Perry on tonight. This is the one. Is that the same? I already played one Torito, two Torito. Is that the same one? I think Torito got him. No, this is last night. Torito got him again last night. Look, he's wearing this Metallica Kill 'Em All shirt. And like I told you, Torito and RFL have been hitting him pretty hard. Well, this is Torito's second shot after his Monday night shot. Torito got him on this one.
After Mr. Wilson cable breaks ACDC Monopoly, that motherfucker got it out of my house! You can catch my ass! Fuck all of you! You're never in my home! Catch my fucking ass! And if I find someone in my home while I'm at the fucking doctor's, you go to fucking prison, you prick, if I don't fucking carry you first, you fucking prick, because I'm done with this goddamn retarded shit. You're all a bunch of retards, and I'm fucking done.
Said it twice.
Yeah, I said the word retard 3 fucking
Wasn't it,
times,
Matt?
you maniacs. Fuck all of you. Get off of my goddamn stream! You're killing me! You fucking murdering fuckers! Get out of here! We're done.
Okay, hour added. Sit down, Perry.
Yeah, I think he was going for the panel, Scott. He was going for the panel. He was pissed last night.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yeah, I think he walked toward it, but then he backed off of it because he done cut himself twice on it. Let's see. Yep, he did. See, Matt, he's backing me up. He totally went for the fucking panel yesterday, bro. He was pissed. He was like Fred Sanford. Elizabeth, it's the big one. I'm coming, Elizabeth. It's coming. It's the big one. Yeah, and you can hear like the extra in his voice and all that stuff. Matt agrees that this was an epic meltdown right here. Yeah, man, he went for the box on that one. He totally went for the panel. I'm like, we might actually lose him again tonight. Now here we go. Oh, now here's him. Here's the face of first place. He played a little. He was playing Mario Kart last night. That was one of the games he was playing. Oh, you can see it right there. He was playing Mario Kart. Yeah. So, yeah, Scott, he can't talk and like the talking and the chewing gum at the same time thing. He can't do it. And Tom's telling him, you're doing a show, bro. And all these gamer streamers nowadays, they do both. They talk to their fans as they're, I can't do both. And he started, screaming about that shit and all. Let's see. I work in the industry, and I'm pretty good at video games. My 14-year-old daughter owns me in Fortnite. Yeah, bro, isn't it funny? Bro, like just the generations, because if we didn't come up with it like in like our shit in our veins, they come up with this new shit in their veins, and and it's hard to match these younger kids, even though we come up with a lot of video game experience. I find, our kids can do a lot better at stuff. He was hot last night, says the fat pig. Yeah, he was. All right, now here's him playing. He started out with this, Scott. I guess Frogger, but he started out with Asteroids. And I was calling it Man Asteroids, because he likes man ass, right? You like man ass.
Shut the fuck up.
You love man ass. Let's watch. Look, they spelled it like that. Ass. Here's Perry playing ass Man Asteroids last night on the gaming stream. Scott, when they said something about he couldn't talk, I said, make him say pew pew. Pew, pew, pew. I would have just laughed if I hear Perry sitting here with this stick on pew, pew, or an angry pew, pew, pew. I said pew, motherfucker! Pew, pew, pew!
Damn it!
Oh, fuck it. Look, this is Asteroids. And when
He was actually doing pretty good at this last night.
It's a very highly concentrated
And he was getting
game,
second place a lot in
and you don't normally
in
talk
Mario
when you're
Kart.
playing a game like this.
Man, Asteroids.
But you got to talk as a host of a stream.
I'm not going to talk much when I'm playing a game.
Well, then this isn't going to work, Perry. That's what most streamers do.
Because that's the way they work. I'm busy fucking concentrating on getting away.
Pew pew.
Being fucking attacked by rocks.
I can't get over how well Cookie slurped down that man gravy and left his Italian knot open for business. And Perry follows his footsteps with Randy Callahan and having Chuck zip him up.
Fucking moron. Fucking freak. God damn it.
There you go. That's the fun. So it's funny. And there you go. So I'll remind everybody because Tom said he has a person. Yes. Hang on. Yes.
I have a question. What is the most somebody has ever super chatted, Perry?
Perry, I don't know. I've seen 50s and 100s go down, but that's an interesting question. I don't. Maybe some of my boys, some of my PCL chat family, can tell me in the chat how much they think Perry's gotten ever in one super chat. I don't know, but it's very generous, and I do have some ranking information, Andrew. I'll share it with you in a second. But yeah, he was playing. Like I said, he was playing those games last night on the gaming stream.
Sorry, I know it was a random thought.
Damn it!
That's all right. You just sucked all the other thoughts out of my head. That's okay. No, but there you go.
Oh, fuck it.
Oh, but yeah, he's
something looks off of that Kill 'Em All shirt. What is this? It's like it's homemade or something.
Yeah, somebody made a crack about it, about the stain or something on the shirt, and he goes, "It's not a stain, it's blood. It's in the fucking design of the shirt." Somebody else was ragging on the shirt last night, Scott. It might be a knockoff Metallica Kill 'Em All shirt. I don't know.
This is Asteroids.
You're right. It is like extra bloody and blurry, or it looks like somebody actually got killed with it or something.
And when you're playing Asteroids, it's a very highly concentrated game, and you don't normally talk when you're playing a game like this.
But he can yell like a motherfucker, as you saw right there. So, yeah. So that's what went down last night on the gaming stream. Oh, but what I was getting ready to say is that it started out real calm. They lured him in pretty good, Scott. They were like, hey, this is just a chill Wednesday night. This is a gaming stream. It's not going to be PCL. It's not going to be all the yelling. And I'm going to say by 8:30, by a half hour in or something, he was already doing the screaming like Torito and all that stuff.
Right.
But yeah, Tom mentioned it last night that his dad is wrapping up his treatment regimen that he's going through. Shout out to Tom B and your father and all. I hope he made it through that well. He's been telling people that his father's going through some, I believe it's some chemo treatments or some health treatments, and they're wrapping up on Friday. So Tom can't do the show on Friday, but so there's going to be tonight PCL, another Thursday night PCL. They did it like a week or two ago. They kind of do it when they adjust. So if you're going to be hanging out tonight, when you're not hanging out with no filter and all that stuff, maybe you can be on both of them. It's a Thursday night, no filter, but it is 4 Pacific. That's 7 East. So there you go. That's Perry talk right there. Oh, Andrew, you were asking about how much Perry pulled in. Well, look at this right here. Somebody shared these super tip rankings on here, buddy. This is just by people that use super tip. This doesn't count YouTube super chat system. And look who's at the top right there. Can you see it's Perry, followed by Patrick, who owns this, I understand. Nobody likes onions. And Rakita Law is third place with the most super chats in the last 30 days. Then at number 4 is a guy called Karmic X. Bubba, the one and only Bubba the Love Sponge, is coming in at 5th. And then Who Are These Podcasts is below Bubba the Love Sponge. Did you look at that, guys? And even Pat Dixon and Pretty Antisocial and the Bedabbler Network are all in the top 10 of people that are like pulling money down. That's the super chat rankings there, Andrew. I'll give you some idea there.
I'm surprised that Pat Dixon is beating out Bedabbler.
Scott, I was surprised to even see his name in there in general, considering that you have your top ones up here. You know these are your big boys, Perry and Onion, right? And then Rakita. But then, to even see Pat in that top 10, I was surprised and kind of impressed by that in that kind of realm of all those people taking in money. And yes, he's above even Bedabbler, who has kind of been heavily involved, from what I can tell, with the super tip system. Well, there you go, folks. So I already told you that it's Thursday night that you're going to tune in again tonight. So I'll see all these great people, like Not the Bees in here. I'll see some people, my Perry people in the chat, the ones that'll be over there. Yes, Andrew.
I meant,
because that was Perry talk.
Chop. Perry chop. Perry chop, chop, Perry chop. Chop. Perry chop. Perry chop.
You see what I did there? He tried to stop me from doing my close, Scott, because he felt it coming. Go ahead, Andrew. Say what you're going to say, buddy.
Has anyone ever super chatted like 100, 150 at once?
Yeah, I've seen hundreds. I don't know if I've ever seen 150, and I really don't know what the limits are as far as super chat. What's up, Not the Bees? Alf's up from Matt. Matt, Alf's up Demon from Not the Bees. Not the Bees is shouting out Mandy Diff. Wilford Brimley is my favorite super tipper. He is the most popular one lately. It does seem that he always talks about I fucked Cookie and me and Cookie did this and his dad and all that shit. Matt checks in and he would know. He's got $100 super chats, but these crowdsourced stunts is where he gets the large lumps there, Andrew. That's what they do over there on Perry Caravella Live, like when they do Media Share Monday. We all pool the money and then they get paid that way. So they avoid the whole super tip chat system. I said chap. I got tip and chat and I got chap. Well, there you go. We round up that Perry Talk segment right here. All right. I did the other news. I did that. Why don't we see? I know that there's a couple of things. We got that one on the National Day calendar we can look into. So let's look at the National Day calendar. Let's do a real quick check on that now that we're done with Perry Talk. And we will do the National Day. Hey.
3, 2, 1.
Well, come on, y'all. Come on, people now. This is just the beginning of the fun that we're going to have today because I'm going to let you know that it is Thursday, and me and Andrew already discussed it. It's No Filter Thursday, and the boys will tell you about it at the end of the show because we're hanging out right now. You'll be hanging out with the boys on No Filter later, and then hopefully when you're done with No Filter, Thursday night tonight, 10 o'clock East after No Filter, you'll hang out with me again on Replayables. Let's go here with the National Day calendar check. We're already into the 5th day of June. I'm getting ahead of myself. Right here, it's June 5th. It is Thursday. Happy to be here with you. So let's check the national calendar today for Thursday, June 5th. Today, it's National Ketchup Day. We talked about ketchup or cat soup. We could talk about that again with National Ketchup Day. How about National Start Over Day today on June 5th? It's also National Veggie Burger Day. Not doing it, personally. How about National Moonshine Day today? As well as National Gingerbread Day. And I think that's all we got right there for the ones today. Let's get into it with ketchup, Bobby Nick. We talked about this a couple weeks ago about ketchup or cat soup, buddy, right?
Yeah.
You're a ketchup guy, right?
I mean, I used to be, not so much anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about it now. I think it's the tangy and saltiness of it.
Yeah.
I can't even eat McDonald's fries anymore because they just put too much goddamn salt on them. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I like things derived. I like pizza sauce. I like spaghetti sauce. Right. I like those sauces. But for whatever reason, maybe it's for the reasons you're saying, I don't really care for ketchup. So National Ketchup Day isn't really a thing to me. It does say also known as cat soup, the different spellings, CATSUP, as opposed to KETCHUP. No matter what way you spell it, though, June 5th is National Ketchup Day on the National Day calendar. And they're celebrating the most popular condiment in the United States. Let's dip right into the origins and the history of this food condiment and see why this red sauce is a staple on tables across the nation. Ketchup comes from the Chinese word akat asiap. Why does everything got to do with cats around them? That dates back to 300 BC in China. Ketchup was a sauce made from a fermented fish consisting of anchovy or oysters, mushrooms, and walnuts. The sauce became very popular with the British during the 17th century when British sailors came across a local fish sauce while in Southeast Asia. In fact, British sailors were known to add the fish sauce to their crackers and meat. The sauce was such a novelty for the British sailors, it was bottled and brought on board ships to add flavor to their crackers and meats. Once the sailors reached England, they tried to replicate the recipe, adopting the word catsup, C-A-T-S-U-P. But in 1812, an American scientist named James Mead documented the first tomato-based ketchup recipe. His documentation, the first ketchup recipe that contained tomatoes, sugar, spices, and vinegar. The same base that the recipe is known and we love today. So go and get your ketchup on. It's National Ketchup Day on the National Day calendar check. Popke, I would like to thank the most generous Chris Popke for giving me a $2 super chat. He goes, after the exchange rate and tariffs, we will owe Zuck 50 cents for this super chat. Well, damn, Popke. Well, I appreciate the spirit in which you sent that super chat, not just the amount, my friend. Thank you, Chris Popke. And you know, you reminded me, buddy, that I'm other places in my mind, and I forgot to play this great new latest submission that I have for Perry, for our Perry segment, you know, because 626 is coming. Torito got him set off about it, but it's coming. But Perry has a different opinion about it.
Not allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. You'll never be allowed in my home. Ever, 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 ever allowed in that door or that door. You're not allowed here. I know you're saying. You can kiss my motherfucking ass. You fucking understand me? You're not fucking allowed here ever again. You son of a bitch. You motherfucker. You son of a bitch. You motherfucker. You're not allowed here again. Fuck you.
Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you, Chris Popke, for your generous $2 super chat and that awesome submission right there. Not allowed. Not the Beast checks in and says ketchup is only good on a hot dog or sometimes a burger. That's his call on the ketchup. We have Widow Killer checking in that says cat soup is a delicacy in China. A chicka chang, a ching chang chong. Welcome to the China Club. Let me see here. Bobby Nick is a health nut. He is very particular about what he puts into his body. Did Scott turn into a dog when I stepped away? That did look like that for a minute, because 1 minute you see Scott there, and all of a sudden you just see this big dog head up in the thing, and also Scott's over there doing special effects as the prop master.
He likes a little camera time.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Two Joints checks in. What's up, buddy? I hope you caught the end of Perry talk that we did. We were talking about the gaming stream and how he was like extra last night and kind of went for the panel and all the fun we had on that chat last night. And we'll be doing it again because it's Thursday night, Perry. Mandy Div says 2 joints and knees. He gets the love. 2 joints gets the bones up love from J.A. Good day, 2 joints from Not the Bees. Joints checks out our friend Mandy Diff, J.A. and the Bees. Kyoto's knee says, I love ketchup on my weenies. I bet you do. We're not those kind of weenies. We're talking about hot dogs today.
Hello, Frisco.
Peacunt McMahon. Look at that. He changed his name, Scott. Peacunt changed his name to the commissioner, Peacunt McMahon, because of all the guff that he's getting about these wrestling matches now, the outcome. There you go. Pretty soon he's going to be inviting you into his office like Perry got invited by Randy. So watch out for them Vince McMahon hands. Peacunt McMahon's in the chat. All right. What's National Start Over Day? This is like a fresh start day. Let's see what it's about. Today is June 5th on the National Day calendar, and it's National Start Over Day, intended to remind you it's perfectly fine to start over. Today's National Day is about making the decision to accept failure and start over from scratch. Well, Christ, I'm always doing that every 3 days or something like that. Pick yourself up and brush yourself off and start all over again, as they say in the song. Do you remember the old saying, if at first you don't succeed, then try again? All of us seem to have heard it one time or another in our life. We can all agree it has been used to inspire us to never give up and keep trying. Today, we want to remind everyone, despite any setbacks that you may have, don't give up, keep going, even if it means starting over. There you go. Today is always a day for a new day for a fresh start right here on the National Day calendar check. Yeah, I like that. It's a new day for starting over. Now, Scott and Bobby Nick and boys, I never had a National Veggie Burger, so I really can't say too much about this other than that I don't eat them.
I can't say nothing about him either. I don't know, but
no, I tried one. I tried one time, and I was like, no.
Did you try one, Bobby? You're ahead of me.
It was a long time ago, but yeah, I don't know.
Heinz makes their ketchup the same color as the red in their logos, so you can tell if the restaurant put in a generic brand. I have heard legends about ketchup like that they make it a certain way. So, yeah, you can't skimp on the Heinz. They don't want you saying that you're Heinz if you're not the real deal and putting other ketchup in their bottles. Widow Killer has a little backup story right there about Ketchup Day. We are shook up around here about the highway robbery last night. It has us all messed up, says FJM. Well, I'm not familiar with that story in your area, buddy, but I'm sorry to hear that someone got robbed on highway robbery, I guess, literal highway robbery. Let's see. So I'm not going to do National Veggie Burger. How about National Moonshine today? Now, other than like taking a sip, Scott, I don't think that I've ever really like tried to get drunk on moonshine before.
No, I've never had it either. I just know it ain't for me.
Same, Scott, because I know that I'm more of a herbalist and I don't need anything like triggering my stomach off. Bobby Nick, I heard you saying you hadn't really tried moonshine either.
No, I have.
Oh,
I have.
Oh, well, come on, speak on it then, son, please.
It's fucking great, man. Really? I remember, I forget, I think I was probably 12 or 13 years old.
Damn.
My brother
came
over with this bottle, and he's like, this shit's so pure you could light it on fire, and so I took the bottle and I fucking poured a little bit out on the table, and I took a lighter to it, and it fucking lit up, man.
Yeah.
All that blue flame, and we started drinking it. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, did I ever get piss ass drunk.
Wow. It's not worth.
I remember there was this native guy. There was this native guy drinking with us. And at the end of the day, I've never seen a white Indian before, because he was just pale. He was pale.
Firewater no good, huh?
Yeah.
The Indians can't handle their firewater, I guess, huh? Electric Head Genius says, why does the ketchup in the packets taste better than the bottles? Does anybody have an opinion on that? Have you noticed the taste out of one or the other, Bob? Out of a bottle?
I haven't really noticed the difference.
It's a little more tart out of the little packets or something. I don't know. I noticed some foods, we've talked about that before, how if you get like a big Kit Kat, it doesn't taste as good as a regular size and stuff like that, because sometimes it's about the proportions you get it in. If something is hard, it's not worth doing, so never try. Homer Simpson. Go ahead, Andrew. Or
the Reese's egg.
The Reese's egg. There you go. That's another one. All right. Right. We talked about the Reese's egg and how it only tastes good in that egg form, Andrew. But if you eat it in like a bigger form, they try to make a big one. It's just not the same because it's not the same proportion. That's a good pull, Andrew, from what we talked about in the past, my friend. Yes.
The Reese's egg tastes better than the cups.
Yeah. And the cups right there. Well, every one of them is different. Mandy this says, I painted a shower curtain after Tennessee moonshine. Shit. Whoa, it's that painted. I know what that means. I know what it means when she says she painted it, Scott. Right? She means
projectile.
She painted it. Widow Killer says, just posted the link to the new trailer for Alien Earth Series coming out this summer. New Alien movies coming out. I was not aware of that, but thank you, Widow Killer. Scott's Highway Robbery. BF, you okay? Oh, Scott's Highway. I don't know. I get lost in the show there, FJM. Oh, the Highway Robbery. Listen, Widow Killer says, I know a white Lakota Indian, and he has very big teeth. Oh, pale face Indian? Yeah, Popkey says with a question mark of curiosity. Let's see. That's what Bobby Nick said. I ain't never seen no pale face Indian.
Yeah.
Mandy Div says, took 6 big swigs. My dad looked and said, oh shit, had at least 6 or 8 shots back to back. Damn, Mandy Div. And you painted a curtain with the moonshine? We came home and Dad told my mom, your daughter is drunk. No more moonshine for me. Bobby drinking and smoking at 13. That story checks out, says Popke about you, Bobby Nick. Drinking moonshine and smoking cigarettes.
I was smoking at the age of 10.
There you go. So I've always known moonshine as like the thing that that they run down south, right? All the country guys did it in the backwoods of Georgia. I come up with all those legends of moonshine, and it was always this illegal thing, and only like people that knew my brothers and sisters. You always had to know somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody, like weed or whatever, to get moonshine. And yeah, Bob, it was like what they would get. It was almost like they got something precious when they would get it. It was like, we got this moonshine. It's amazing, you know. So, and now they literally bottle it, and there's commercial moonshine now. But for a while, it was always seemed like that was that highly illegal drink, and you never want to get caught with it. Like the NASCAR guys, famously, NASCAR racing has its origins in moonshine runners. I think you might know that, Bobby Nick, right?
Yeah.
That the reason that they were made the cars faster and faster, these were just Southern good old boys that were literally running the moonshine so fast, their cars were so fast that the police could not keep up with them in the backwoods of Georgia, and they kind of turned these fast cars into what is now known as NASCAR racing. But on June 5th, which is today, we toast National Moonshine Day to recognize a beverage with a notorious record of blurring the lines of history and the law, turning ordinary men and women into criminals and common criminals into legends. Follow along as we discuss the history of just how strong this drink is. Traditionally, moonshine is an illegally distilled whiskey spirit, mostly made from corn mash and typically produced by individual illegally without a permit. Also known as White Lightning, Mountain Dew, Homebrew, Hillbilly Pop, and Rot Gut moonshine has served as a means for people to acquire liquor and make a living. The Whiskey Rebellion. So this is a little bit of the story. It gets through the whole history of it, but there was the Whiskey Rebellion of 1791 in the United States occurred when the federal government placed a tax on distilled spirits. During this time, farmers made whiskey from their excess grain to earn income. When the government began taxing the farmers decided to begin making moonshine as a way to defy the new tax. Sadly, the rebellion was short-lived, but the illegal production of moonshine did not stop. And during Prohibition, people made their own stuff. So if you like the regular stuff, you got to get your moonshine today because it's National Moonshine Day.
The moonshine was stronger than the regular stuff.
Yeah, not moonshine like you, Andrew, where you have no clothes on and you're showing people your ass. That's a different kind of moonshine. Terry Nee says, flavored moonshine drinks are awesome. A little dab will do you. The Duke boys, they were just good old boys. They never meaning no harm. They were just running some stuff for Uncle Jesse. Let me see. We got apple pie moonshine, says Peacunt McMahon. I'm going to enjoy saying that. Mine was sweet potato. I was already drunk when she had it, she says. Could never find moonshine in the Shenandoah Valley, says FJM. Like I told you, man, my brothers and sisters or my brother-in-laws, they always knew a guy that knew a guy. And every now and then when they pass through town, they have this little kind of mason jar. And that's all they really ever got at the time, Scott, because all people ever wanted was just a little shot of it. So it's like just a good old mason jar of it. Yep. I want to thank Terry Nee, who says, BF, holy crap, email. Do you guys see it? Let me see. Let me go check my email. Thank you, Terry Nee. Let me see. Even if I get notifications, I'm doing a show, so I don't acknowledge them unless I'm pointing to them. So let me do what I like to do here when I get something in, a piece of email or media. I like to do this QRST. Yeah, here we go. Hi, folks. Your view is important to me here on The Vibe. But right now, I got a $2 super chat to acknowledge from Terry Nee that says he sent me an email. So I go to my email. He sent me one. I see the one about Mary Lou Retton. Okay, we'll do that. But then what is this? Here's a video here or something. What is that? Who is that? Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Let me see if I can share the screen right here. I think I found, with the help of Terry Nee, I think we found, all right, we found the guitar, guys. I figured out who's got it, through Terry Nee. Look who it is. Perry Caravella has he has Michael J. Fox's guitar because he's holding it hostage until he gets that handcrafted piece of shit back. That's what's going on. Give them back his guitar, Michael J. Give it back to Michael J.
Shut the fuck up.
Give it back or you're never getting that handcrafted piece of shit back. Thank you, Terry Nee, for that, buddy. There you go. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate that. We know where it went. Let's see. Thank you, Terry Nee. Did I get that one? Let's see. Is that another one? Catching up to the chats.
Charlie, what you drinking?
Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
Generic Coca-Cola.
Good old Sam's Cola.
Sam's Cola.
And we were talking, and that's not bad. I've had Sam's Cola. And we were talking about the other day how, Bobby Nick, how these generic brand makers have gotten so much better than when we were younger at getting close to something good when you get these generic brands, right?
Definitely.
Gotten so much better. Yeah. Let's see. The Duke Boys, we got that one. Flavored moonshine, we got that one. Let's continue on. Corn moonshine. Man, he's laughing. We bought it through a Native American guy. How? Okay. In southern Missouri, $50 for a 2-liter bottle. For 2 liters, says Electric AG. No. We knew a guy, says Mandy Div. See, everybody knew a guy. That was with a wink. You knew a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy. Got my own mug, corn. Yay. That's good. Mandy Div. Peacunt McMahon is a great new name, laughing. And Jay is laughing as we continue on here with the vibe with the National Day check. National Day, hey, hey. What else we got? We did moonshine, gingerbread day. Now, I don't mind some gingerbread, Scott. I like gingerbread cookies.
Yeah.
I shared the wrong thing. Let me see. So the National Day calendar, it's gingerbread. You like? I hear you say, yeah, Bobby Nick. You like some gingerbread, huh?
Yeah, gingerbread.
I do like that combination of the cinnamon, the crispy. There's an extra cinnamony or gingery taste when you have. I like some gingerbread. Gingerbread cookies is what I enjoy the most. Maybe not the actual bread like I'm seeing right here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's. I don't think I've ever had actual gingerbread.
I don't think I have either.
Wow. But maybe both got to try that. 'Tis the season to celebrate National Gingerbread Day. While that may sound strange for June 5th, gingerbread lovers across the country celebrate by sampling their favorite recipes and gingerbread treats. Whether in the form of bread, cakes, bars, biscuits, or cookies, Bobby Nick, so I guess we qualify. Gingerbread is delicious any time of the year. Gingerbread is a sweet food that typically uses honey, molasses, rather than sugar, and is flavored with ginger. I'm down with that. The term gingerbread originally referred to the preserved ginger, later referring to a confection made up of honey and spices. And gingerbread foods range from soft, moist loaf cake to something closer to a gingerbread, so go and get your gingerbread on.
I remember making gingerbread houses.
Now they got these kits. You ever see these elaborate kits they have in the stores now for doing that now, Bobby Nick?
Yeah, well, we had some kind of kits back then too. I don't remember exactly what was all involved in it, but I know there was like icing and
they're like preformed houses or something like that. Yeah, you just like buy the pieces and put it all together. So there you go. That's all the kind of fun stuff you can get into. We had a lot of fun talking about all the stuff on the National Day calendar today. Talked about gingerbread cookies and this, that, and the other. But that was a little calendar check-in, the National Day. Hey.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, and I'm back correcting my dog. My dog's over there licking her pole. Gingerbread pancakes. Now, that's something I've not tried, not the bees. Hey, guys, this is a time to pause for the calls in the middle of the show here. Mandy Div asked a nice question. Could you hit the like button wherever you happen to be enjoying BF Live The Vibe? You might be watching on Andrew the Giant 96.
The like button everywhere.
Yeah, do it in. Yeah. Hit it hard. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down, and please make sure you subscribe absolutely free wherever you're enjoying the show today, right here on The Vibe. Let's see. I did that one right there. Let's do. You know, Scott, you I seen you with the dogs there, and we thought you turned into a dog.
Oh yeah.
Thought you
turned
right. Yeah, I was looking at the screen, and somehow that dog got in front of you.
Yeah,
earlier took over your screen and all.
Yeah. I tried to put the microphone in front of it, and when you did the catch-up thing, and
and it's too funny because knowing anybody that knows the history of Scott and talking about how he got bit from a very young age and he's never really cared for or been around dogs, and to see him around the dogs now, he's just like this person right here. Scott is basically a dog whisperer. Oh, let me try to play that. I hit play.
Mas não vai, porque eu não estou sozinho nessa guerra, está comigo o braço forte.
Well, that dog whisperer, Scott. Look at all them. It's gonna be Scott soon. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 5, 6, 8 dogs, and a pig. There's a pig over here. Look at that. She's a pig whisperer too.
Porque eu não estou sozinho nessa guerra, está comigo o braço forte no Senhor, aquele que agarra o bem.
All right, we get it. That's gonna be Scott before long. Scott's gonna be the dog whisperer before long here. All right, well, let's start doing our last couple things that we're gonna do here on the Vibe today. Let's see which way we're gonna take it. How about I got a couple pieces of internet shite that I want to share with you. I think I got a few since the last time I talked to you. I know I do. So let me run my little element here. And let's go show you some internet shite, some stuff that of no particular category or anything. When I'm out here looking for 3 hours of content every day, I get some stuff that's kind of random, and I throw it in a hopper, and I present it to you here in a segment I call Internet Shite. Hell to the yeah, let's do it. Let's get into it. Sometimes there's just cool videos or articles or things I see on the internet, no particular category, and I throw them here, like I said, in internet shite. Here's one of said articles right now, pieces of shite right now. This I thought was pretty cool, and this reminded me of someone, and they already got this stuff coming. Maybe you or someone you know or love has always had issues getting in and out of a vehicle. Now, rest in peace, my mother-in-law. She was one of those, and she was gotten up in years. And look at this thing right here. This will help your any older relatives or people that have a hard time stepping up or down into larger vehicles. Check out with this technology right here on Internet Shite. There's no sound to the video, but look at that.
Oh, damn. My fat ass needs that. Holy
There you go.
Yeah.
Ain't that cool, Bobby Nick?
Yeah.
Now, like I said, I've thought of some of my older relatives because they have a hard time taking that large step up and pulling their momentum up. And they got to grab the old shit handle and pull themselves in very precariously, Bobby Nick. But I thought this was really neat. Like, where has this technology been? That is super cool. I like I ended up getting a little shop pallet for my my mother-in-law, and my wife kept it in her van, and she could step out of the van onto this little shop pallet no matter where she was, Bobby Nick.
Really, yeah.
But there you go. That's I thought that was a cool piece of technology. You'll probably see coming in cars real soon on Internet Shite. Let's see what everybody's saying. That chair has Perry written all over it.
Shut the fuck up.
Electric Head Gino has a point, man. You are lazy as shit. Let's see. I see people saying La Jolla to Kathy Linder, so that means Kathy snuck in here somewhere and says, hello, everyone. Came on yesterday to watch. It's not easy being me these days. LOL. Thank God for pain pills. Oh. Yeah, sorry, Kath. Well, I had my own little adventure yesterday. Maybe you've picked up on that now after the fact, in that I had been long waiting for a dental appointment. I could only get it 2:00 yesterday, so I did my show from 8 to 11 yesterday. So that's probably why you missed us if you didn't get the memo. So I'm sorry about that, big sis, but I'm glad you're here today, and I hope you're feeling better with or without those painkillers. The kid is a demon, says our friend Terry Nee. Let's see. That was on the last one. Armchair comic emoji being used by Mandy Diff. Kathy getting love from Mandy Diff. Spacey75 shouts out my sister. That kid has tapeworm or fleas for sure. The dog whisperer. Kathy Linder Hoyer from P. Cut McMahon, the commissioner of the Wrestling League, the Video Wrestling League. That chair has Perry written all over it. We got that, and we continue on. Pizza delivery idea. Put pizza on the seat, Mandy Diff says. You come out and get it yourself. Money, 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 says FJM. As I move on to my next piece of internet shite. I've seen these about other vehicles, so please don't be triggered by this vehicle, people. But I want to show people what happens when you take a Tesla Cybertruck or any truck, but in this case, it's a Cybertruck, and I like these, Scott, when you see how it reacts to going over bumps or hitting things, and they show you what it might look at a particular speed. So let's watch this right here. 10 miles per hour over a speed limit. And we know it's an ugly piece of shit. We get it, but I just... Dirty.
Damn.
That's at 60 miles an hour.
Oh, I knew that one was going to be bad.
God. The range is 10 to 300 miles an hour, guys, so we're just now hitting 100. Here's 100 miles an hour.
Oh, hit the sign.
Oh, yeah, get that. Oh, it's not over.
Shit.
He cleared it. He cleared it at $1.25. Here's 150. We're halfway.
These things go that fast.
Why you gotta go be in all reality over there, Andrew? I don't know, buddy. I don't think they do. I don't think they can do 175, but I'd be curious to find out. But this is obviously just a computer physics test, buddy. If it could. 200 miles per hour. This is going to go out of the frame when there's 300 on.
Damn.
It did go out. There you go. There's 300. And there you have it, folks. I've seen those. You also see those ones, guys, where they. Andrew, like that. You also see those guys where they run them into the brick wall, right? You see those ones? They have those too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Listen. All right. Cheese, pecan. All right, let's continue on here at the Vibe. I got a couple more pieces of internet shite, and then we're going to wind down this episode of the Vibe. You know what, Scott? I like to include my dude, Corbin Millette. He drives his parents nuts, and this time he's driving his parents nuts on internet shite by putting an old school payphone in the dining room. Let's see how mom likes an old school payphone on internet shite.
Phone in my parents' house. My parents are always home, but they never pick up their phones. So I finally came up with a solution to end this problem.
Oh, hell yes. Hell yes. It's 35 cents. I got 35 cents.
Well, look, I got a
35.
Right, you got a phone book. Oh, let me show you something there. Don't you worry about what I'm doing. Yeah, like 10 large pizzas with cheese and pepperoni on it. Yeah. Shut your fucking face, fucker.
So looked up to the landline.
What?
Goes to your name.
Scott, it was connected to his landline. So he made a crank call on a payphone, thinking old school, like when it used to be a payphone and you would get away with it, failing to understand that it was connected to his fucking house phone.
Phone with my freaking phone number on it.
Let her call him back.
You better hope it's not that pizza place.
You're an asshole.
Pop, we got rid of the house phone for a fucking reason, a fucking payphone? What do you want to go back to, like 1980s?
Give it a call.
And a red box and a fucking payphone?
Call somebody.
And it fucking works?
Dial some numbers. You called yourself?
I don't know anybody's phone number.
Putting a payphone in my parents'
That's
house.
another thing, my God. We could get into that.
Yeah.
Bobby Nick, I used to be the family phone book. Like if anybody didn't have a number, ask Bobby. Bobby knows the phone number.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Now
man.
I can remember some that I had in my brain since those days, but I'm not that guy anymore.
Anything new? No, it's not going in there. You just put it in your cell phone and you have it there, and you know it's there.
I can remember my wife's because I had to back in the day. But if you right now, I couldn't remember. I don't think I'd have a hard time remembering either of my daughter's cell phone numbers, and they're both. One of them is very close to my number, Scott, and I still can't remember that son of a bitch.
I don't know anybody's number.
Were you ever good at that back in the day when we had to be?
No, I wasn't. But I do remember. I don't really remember this so much as I was going through my old pictures and stuff from school.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we was in grade school, I seen our phone numbers. We was giving I see where we wrote our phone numbers to each other for the summer. And the phone digits were only like 5 digits then. The phone number was only like 5 digits.
Yeah, ours were 7, 3, and then 4. And then became so dense with people needing more area codes and more phone numbers that they split my area code up from 301. They added one, 301 and 410. So we got 2 area codes, Scott. So yeah, you have now everybody has a 10-digit number. You're either 410 and 7 numbers, or you're 301 and 7 numbers.
That's why we can't remember these fucking numbers anymore, because they're too fucking long.
They're adding numbers, Bobby Nick. They're not making it easier. They're making it harder. I don't know.
You
My
didn't have
daughter's
to dial
number.
the area code back in the day, but now, yeah, same thing here, Bobby friend. There's for my province, there's a bunch of different area codes.
Mm-hmm. I don't know my daughter's numbers, and I pay for them, says Chris Popke. Ain't that terrible, Popke? We can hit that button and get to them anytime we want to, but if you pressure me to go to a pay phone or a random phone, I don't know that I could spit out the digits right now. I was thinking about that last night when I kind of pulled this story or one of these stories. I'm like, I need to like get a little better at that. I want to challenge myself, maybe. BF had a party line. Maybe I did, and maybe I did. No, I didn't, but didn't have a party line necessary tyranny, but I did what Bobby Nick talked about a couple weeks ago, where if you had two people on there and if you could click the button one time, you could get a third one on there, Scott. That's kind of a party line.
Yeah. I remember there was a time my dad was known for hooking things up illegally every once in a while. Because he's also in construction, so when they build a house and they only need electricity to it for a little while,
I understand.
So anyway, he managed to hook our phone up in such a way that sometimes when the phone would ring, it was two other people calling too, and you just get to sit and listen to their conversation.
Oh shit! Because of the way he was getting the signal or whatever, he was on somebody else's line or something like that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sometimes you say hello when you hear the two other people talking. They go, "Who's that?" And you just got to be quiet and let them talk it out, and then just listen.
Awesome.
Did you hear any juicy things?
No, it's usually just old Betty's
Betty's.
gossiping back and forth.
Yeah.
He tried to take them back to old school with the payphone and all, right? He says, what mom said, you want to go back to the 80s? And he tried to take them back to their old days and all. Well, he's going to do it again here. This time, he's going to replace their modern TV with a television from the 80s, Scott. And if you remember, he gave them this TV in the first place. Remember when I showed the one when he come running into the room and smashed it with a sledgehammer?
Yeah.
And his father was going to kill him, and he went, no, wait, I got you a new one, right? Well, now he's doing something with the new one, Scott.
My parents' TV with one from the 80s.
My parents always say that life was better back in their day. Well, today we're going to see if they keep that same energy.
So cool.
I feel like this is my bedroom when I was.
Want to go back to the freaking 80s?
It's even color though.
Love it. Love it. We already do this.
No,
Did we already change out my freaking
No,
television
but
for
this one's
something?
old and half the size now.
Oh, that's just what we want, to go back in time and everything to
Yes.
be small.
Go
And
in the
you can
basement.
have it.
Get
You
the
can have
the
it.
Atari.
You're the one who wanted the
Atari. Right now.
Watching a little TV
Yes.
and you're like all excited.
Okay, guys, stop. Calm down.
Put this in the bathroom.
Where? Where are you putting it? Gonna hang it from the wall? So
I'll
it fits
find
the door?
some. Put these bunny ears on and hop your
Oh, you're
ass
so
away.
fucking funny. You're such an asshole. Both of you guys are. I can't stand either of you.
Mom ain't having
People
it.
used to have these in the corner of their kitchen. They have an 83-inch TV just so I can see something. iPads are bigger than these screens anymore. I'll put this in the car the next time we have a road trip.
You know what, Scott? When I started working in fast food, that was one of the things I first bought for myself was like a 13-inch color TV on layaway. I put that thing on layaway, buddy.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough. I was actually privileged enough to. I kind of grew up with it. Probably just so it babysit me with a TV just like that, only black and white, no color.
Is that
That's
right?
in my bedroom, and that's why I got hooked on staying up all night.
Yeah, we were lucky enough back in those days to have a color TV. So nobody buying me a color TV. I had to buy my own. My sister goes back to they used to have areas of town would be the exchange, Bobby Nick, what they did around here. So you would just say Atwater 42829 or something like that.
Wow.
Atwater and stuff like that. They have different Edgemere, different stuff like that. The Edge. I love his dad, says Popkey. I'm glad you love that stuff. Gamers love the analog TV. Yes, they and among the gamer community, Scott, these old TVs are still quite popular because you get the good pixel resolution. These old video games were made for pixelated televisions, and they don't always translate well to these kind of newer fangled TVs. So you get that old crisp signal on the old analog TV.
Right.
So even like the old grandma TVs and TVs that people are throwing out, gamers love them and eat them up, and they would collect as many as they could if they could. Tin fool for the antenna, says Kathy, going on the TV stuff. Well, there you go, folks. That was my third piece of internet shite. Why don't we wrap this segment up and wrap up the show? That was just some internet shite. It is 3 o'clock hitting Hitting on all cylinders, the Weld Oil Machine, the new sensation that's sweeping the YouTube nation, BF Live The Vibe. We just did 3 hours of live content, folks. We're going to wrap up this episode and wind it down. We're going to have the boys tell you where you can find them later on tonight, or they can find you. I'm getting a little tongue-tied. Hey, Andrew. Hey, buddy, you're checking in from Florida. Why don't you give your last words and tell everybody on a Thursday night where they can find you later on?
No filter, Andrew and friends. YouTube. It's Vinny Thursday.
Vinny Thursday on YouTube on No Filter with Andrew and friends. The Florida man, Andrew, and all these guys right here, they're going to be hanging out. You'll hear Stormy in the background doing a little producing thing and hanging out. I'm going to take you over to Scott Fitzpatrick now, who, Scott, even though you don't have that kind of digital belt no more, you're my champ. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you showing up. Tell everybody any last words you have about that match or anything and where they can find you tonight.
Well, the match was, I think, the people have spoken, I think, on the match. I don't want to say too much.
All right.
And let's see, tonight, like Andrew was saying, tonight on No Filter with Vinny Thursday and Bobby Nick's channel, the Lunatic Lounge, but his channel in general, he does nighttime shows and shows right after this show. And at Bobby Nick, at Bobby Nick 1978 is his channel. And then also, in addition to my channel, the Angry Iguana, I shouldn't have smoked this right before we did this. Angry Iguana 112. You can see some cool police body cam videos on that channel. And the channel's starting to take off for me a little bit. I'm starting to like it a little bit. The camera, the police cams they're full length.
Yeah.
And I ain't getting a big views, but I'm getting a lot of watch hours on them, and they seem to have legs. They've been staying alive for a while.
Well, there you go. The Angry Iguana 112. Scott's hooked up with that guy, and he's showing some of those full-length Cyrax videos. If you were into all that drama and how you get to those ones where he's on the porch with the police, you go over there to Angry Iguana 112, and you can watch them there. Now, Bobby Nick, he also mentioned Bobby Nick, and he mentioned shows, and he mentioned Bobby Nick Late Night to tell you about ones he knows about, all of those fun shows. Here's Bobby Nick.
Yeah, I'm sure you can see me shortly after this at Bobby Nick 1978. And then tonight on No Filter with Andrew and Friends, like Andrew said, it's Vinny Thursday, so we'd love to have Vinny on. And then, tonight also on my channel. Late Night with Bobby Nick. Check it out.
There you go. Late Night with Bobby Nick. So it's right after the show. You'll see him doing something. It's No Filter with Andrew and Friends at 7 East. And you'll see Bobby Nick Late Night doing this Bobby Nick pop-up late night show. That's a lot of fun. If you're ever up very late at night, you want to hang out with the crew, Bobby Nick's got you covered. As far as myself, it is Thursday, folks. So this is my 2-show day. I'm going to see you later on. Normally, I only see you this time of day, but I'm going to see you at 10 o'clock tonight after all that stuff that we were talking about. So what they do from like 7 to 10 tonight, and it gets to be 10 o'clock and you want to hang out, you're not done. Please come hang out with me on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel for Replayables. You know what we do. We watch fun videos, we drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. We spin that wheel, and you get us in all kind of trouble because we got to do what the wheel dictates. So please join us on 100 Proof Podcasting tonight for Replayables. And with that, we're going to wind up this show, folks. I want to thank everybody for joining us today from Andrew the Giant 96. I want to thank my bros for checking in, and thank everybody in this great chat family. This was a great, fun Thursday. Come on back tomorrow, 12 p.m. East, the regular time, folks, and we're going to wrap up this week on a high note. For Andrew, for Bobby Nick, and for Scott Fitzpatrick, I am BF Bobby Fran, saying please enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Peace and love, and we'll see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe, folks, because it's not bye, it's bye for now, folks. See you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe. Have a great rest of your Thursday, folks. Scott left you with one. Say bye, Andrew.
Bye.
I heard you, Scott. I heard you. Let's go. Come on.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
Can I get up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Doom tech, tech, doom tech, doom tech, tech, doom tech.